Yeah, those were cool.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
We
live?
we are live.
I tagged you in the story. I don't know if you want to
Pull the
repost
chat
it.
up,
Yeah,
Chris?
too,
yeah,
Chris.
Gonna pop it up.
And
Check.
Footy, and you guys. I tagged you guys too.
See how the volume is.
Hello, hello.
Posting it right now.
Make sure you can hear us. Hello. Where's the can you see the magnifying glass?
Yeah, sounds good.
Hello, hello, hello.
Can't see it.
Test
Can't
1,
screen.
2, 3. Test.
We already have a bunch of people in the chat. Well, two guys.
We
I
got
can't see yet.
Shop
I'm
and
trying to-
Halder saying, "Where are you guys at? We at the stew in Vaughn right now, bro."
No, I think he's asking like.
We got
Bro, this
S
guy's all over
Monty
the place,
1985.
huh?
What's up, boys? What's going on?
Guys all
Shop
over
and
the place.
Halder. Already like the stream, guys. Appreciate it. Whoever else is in here, make sure to like the stream.
Yo, like the stream,
but
bro.
You guys gotta, what's going on here? You have to tell us, like, hey, we're 3, 2, 1 live.
Oh, we're live.
This
we're
guy
live.
starts right away. He doesn't
That's
say a single
something
thing.
We're live, but I'm trying to get this a little bit dim, but can you guys read from there?
I have my phone.
Oh, let's see if we can zoom
Okay,
it
yeah,
in.
figure it out. But the
There you go.
Yeah, there it is, bro.
There we
Hey,
go.
control-
Oh, we got the
control the mouse.
chat.
Yes.
We got the chat right on the screen.
What's
It's
up?
beautiful.
What's up? What's up?
I guess we'll intro now. What's going on? Welcome back to another live stream. This one is much needed, especially with the Bello Bros. We got Michele and Matteo.
What's going on, everyone?
What's up, guys?
You should already
How's
know.
everyone feeling?
Release the Baggio file.
Yo,
Right.
yo,
Baggio
yo, yo,
file.
yo,
900
yo.
page, by the way, right?
Just hold
900
that in.
page
He doesn't
Baggio
want to
file.
talk in the mic. But
I don't need the mic. I'm loud enough.
yeah, we have an emotional Italy disaster.
Guys,
man.
this is like an emergency live stream podcast because
Emergency,
there's so much to
emergency.
talk about, man. This is not a podcast I thought we'd be recording, to be honest. I thought this Thursday would be happy, maybe some some sweets. You guys would be having some fun. You guys would be repping the jerseys.
Don't
'cause
lie
you
to
guys are-
yourself, bro.
I don't see any Italy stuff around here now
I have one
anymore.
right now.
Hey, he has a hat on.
I was gonna
Small.
wear
what are
a
you talking
jersey.
about? This is pretty Italian.
I was gonna
right
wear
here.
my my white jersey, but it's drenched because I was in the rain. No, I swear, I was
I
in
saw
the
that.
rain.
No, I saw the
I'm,
video.
I'm not joking though. I was in the rain because I was like, it's
You
the
were-
only
you-
thing I
you were in
could
the
do.
rain.
No,
I was.
you were.
Michele, yeah.
Bro, it's the
Did
only
you guys
thing
do rock paper scissors? Who went out? Or
No,
you?
no,
just-
you-
No,
that
no,
was just
bro.
at his
I
house.
was getting home and I literally had such a bad headache. I
Yeah.
didn't want to eat. And I just went outside and I just stood in the rain for like 5 minutes.
Oh, so that's not scripted.
Moving like
No,
you're in an
bro,
R&B
it
music
wasn't.
video. eh?
Well, I told my wife was upstairs on
Oh,
the
to
balcony. I
record,
said,
yeah.
record this, but I'm gonna stay in the rain for a good 5-10 minutes. And I did.
Get the
'cause,
towel ready.
5-10
bro,
minutes. eh?
that's all I could do. That's all I had to do.
We
It
got a
was-
few beauties in the chat.
Yeah.
BL, dude.
Yo.
So yeah,
What's
Leal.
up?
Greetings from Italia.
Hey,
Wow.
already starting his
Hey.
Bastoni over.
Reading it from Italia, guys. It's like 3-4 a.m. there.
Fans are
Buddy,
loyal, though.
Wow,
And BL
it's like
dude's
3
actually
a.m.
he's Bosnian, I believe. He was going
Sorry?
for Bosnia. I think
Which
BL dude's
one?
Bosnian. BL dude 25.
Yo,
Yeah,
Ernesto,
he's
go
Bosnian.
eat some meat, bro, and
Bosnian
burgers.
dude, 25.
Ciao, boys.
We got-
Yo,
What's
Dan
going
the
on,
goat.
boys?
Julian
Dan,
the
aren't you
Tulio.
at a
Aren't you
stag,
at the
bro?
Stag Brothers?
Jackson.
You gotta
It's a
worry about
boring one.
poker right now, bro. Clearly it's Especially boring. live.
Release the Baggio files, they're saying. Okay, but
I
guys,
know.
let's get into the
Everyone's
nitty gritty.
talking about this Baggio 900 pages. Oh my, like, oh my, what an inflate. Oh, the 900 pages of Baggio.
Bring
Are
back
we starting with
the
that?
You got
Like,
no
I don't know. That's all
What's your
everyone's
problem with the
talking about.
Baggio files?
Everyone's trying to put a blame and try to find a solution right away. 900 pages of Baggio.
Well, you
Who
wouldn't
know,
want to
like,
see it though. You
yeah.
wouldn't want to be curious to see what
Have
it
you
was.
read 900 pages of Baggio?
I've never read a book in my life.
Okay,
Bro.
everyone's just glazing
Bro.
Baggio for what he did. Listen, I didn't read the pages, but
No
I
one
feel
did.
like
Nobody did.
everyone
It's not
is just
released, bro.
Wait, you didn't
No,
read the
no, no,
pages,
they
but you're
did.
making fun of the
They
pages.
did, well, they did because they said what's in the pages, right? There's like, oh, well, the first step
Yeah.
is we have to do this and this and that. It's like, who knows if that's really what happened? Like, we know there was something that he released when he was there. I think he was the technical director, and then he quit after 2 weeks because he realized things weren't just
Nothing's
gonna
gonna
go.
do.
And
They weren't doing
he
it
had
for
the
him.
money, guys. Anyone at that level in Italy is there for the money. He had the money, so he's like, if I actually can't do anything, I don't really care. And that's it. He left, but 900 pages. Okay, who's gonna start reading?
Bro, you really think he wrote that? 900 pages? Ain't no
Well,
way.
he said there was like 52 people working on
It
that.
was,
book.
52
it was
people.
AI back in the day.
That's
bro.
what and there was no chat GPT, bro. 900 pages. Can you believe that?
Yo, but they said he pulled up with the 900 pages to the Fixie offices. They had a 15-minute meeting, and they're like, nah.
It's good.
Check,
Hello,
check.
hello.
Hey,
Hold on.
Back.
welcome back.
Yeah,
Oh,
we good,
man.
we good, we good.
Podcast is over. You guys just missed it.
Boys, spam 1 if you can hear us.
Sorry.
Spam
Frozen,
one if
right?
you can
What?
hear us is crazy. This guy really knows
Yo,
about the
video's
stream.
Frozen, video's frozen now.
Now the video's frozen?
Be
What?
back. Be back.
Nah,
Yo,
video's
guys,
frozen,
we
bro.
are live.
Oh
Oh
God,
my
gosh,
my
Matty,
God. What are
man.
these
Yeah, me.
technical?
Everyone's
Ish,
saying
what are
un.
you doing,
Everyone's
bro?
commenting un.
I'm-
No.
guys, we're live
This
here.
guy's live there, live here.
Guys, I'm trying to save it. I'm trying to save the stream here.
Okay, we're good.
Guys,
Okay, hop off.
check out the
But-
story.
One
We are
live.
live
Okay.
talking
Hey.
everything
Alright,
Italy.
video's
Relax,
good.
relax.
Audio's
Azzurri.
good.
It's a
Relax.
mess in
Oh,
here.
relax.
We're about
We're
to start
back.
crying. There's people from
Guys,
Japan in
it's
the
too
chat.
many of you joined at the same time. The YouTube just went down. This is what happens.
They don't want us to make
Check
this
the
video,
story.
man.
We're
Many
live on
Italians.
YouTube.
Guys, we got the update. Fig C censored
Yeah.
the last few minutes.
Fig
That's
C.
why we were
Jay,
frozen.
Fiji Chi.
BGG.
Exactly. There we
Big
go.
C is crazy.
They intercepted the airways, bro.
Bro, I'm
BGG.
Canadian.
No. But you're good. I'm just giving you
You're
the.
good, you're
It's
good.
fine. You can say whatever you
Big
want.
C. Big C is good.
Fiji
That's what they
Chi.
are now. A bunch of figs.
Okay, so Jay, are you gonna ask us a
Yes,
question?
yes.
He
So
was. He was.
let's
I know.
backtrack a little bit pre-game because after Italy won their first game on Thursday, after the game you see,
Let's go back here more. Let's start in
No,
1985.
we're not going that far.
We have the whole night.
Let's go back to the
until
30s.
5 a.m.
Because
I'm kidding, go,
there's a
sorry.
clip that comes out. It's Di Marco and Vicario.
Oh.
After the game, they're watching Bosnia Wales and they're like, die after Bosnia gets the win, right? Like kind of celebrating, like, yo, that's the team we wanted. We got this. What happened? Why were they so happy to get Bosnia?
So honestly, it does not make any sense to me because both Bosnia and Wales were gonna be a tough challenge for Italy anyway. So they're pretty much the exact same team. I
No.
mean, no, it is. Like, you could
Wales
say
at Cardiff.
okay, bro. Like you could say Wales and Cardiff and Bosnia on a
Listen, we lost.
field
so
of
either
potatoes,
way, it doesn't
bro. Like,
matter. But
it doesn't matter. You played in a field, you could better.
Bosnia was
Not even
easier,
we
bro,
play
sure.
Sunday League on
you,
those fields,
you
bro.
know, you would have rather get
Listen,
Bosnia, and you know that.
No, it's really does
100%.
not matter. And I think that, I think obviously, especially the media in Italy makes things seem way bigger than they are.
No,
There should have never been a camera there. Nobody. It was actually the stream from Rai, which is the main. Which is for people that don't know what Rai is. Rai is like the biggest TV channel in Italy, and they were playing
it's
the
a
game.
national. It's a free one.
Yeah, and they placed it on them, which they were like in a hidden area too. So like it's almost like they looked for that. I don't know, man. It's like almost like all the signs were. It's just everyone wanted Italy to like just fail.
This is the problem. Why? The first thing that you got to think about is if you're cheering, at least this is what I thought. Personally, I don't care. I think it was blown out of proportion, but that like cheering for Bosnia is like, bro, they're scared. Like Italy's scared. That's the way I saw it. It's like, wow, he's celebrating because. So what if it was Wales? Would he have been afraid? Right? Because what is he cheering for? What is he so happy for? If I think about it, right? Obviously, you see a team that's easier to win against win. Like, I wouldn't do like a full celebration like that. I'm just thinking about how I would react. I'd be happy. I'd be like, okay, that's good. Let's go. But a full reaction is that, to me, that showed they were scared. Obvious reasons, guys. They hadn't made the World Cup in 2 consecutive times. They were scared. You could see it. Bosnia wasn't scared. They had nothing to lose. Italy had everything to lose. They were scared on that pitch. Scored the first goal, whatever. Let's get into the game after. But yeah, for the Di Marco thing, to me, it was obviously it should have never been played, but it showed that Italy was scared, and it played out so perfect if you think about it. If you're a Bosnia fan, like it played out so perfect. This guy's cheering, so absolutely mocking your team.
Yeah.
And then, so he's cheering because Bosnia won in penalties, and then Bosnia beats Italy in penalties. Perfect story. If you're
Crazy.
Bosnian, like, congrats, guys.
No, because the way that I look at it, we know Italy has had bad times last couple of years,
Just a
obviously,
few.
right? But this is 4-time champion Italia celebrating Bosnia, who has made 1 World Cup ever, that they're playing against these guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Again, whether they're in bad times or not, what a bad look, though.
It's a bad.
What
look.
I heard though is that
It's
they
a
were
bad look.
celebrating like that because they're about to play like former teammates or something
No,
like that.
no,
That's what I heard.
Nah, that was
That's what I heard.
bullshit, bro.
DeMarco said that
Come
because
on.
of Dzeko.
They-
Yeah.
Dzeko said he did text him, but what's Vicario cheering about?
No.
What does he know?
Bro,
Nice.
Bro,
Yeah.
Vicario's not even on the
That was
team,
just
bro.
a PR move.
Vicario's not even
like-
on the team. He was just watching the game.
Yeah, what's he cheering about?
And then
It'd always be the third choice
Pio was
keepers.
Pio was also celebrating. He's the one that missed the
I'm
penalty.
telling you,
He
there
shouldn't have
is
any fault, but-
something in the air that it's almost like there's somebody paying a lot of money almost to just crucify Italy to not make it to this World Cup and make them look bad every single time. Because it does not make any sense to me. It does not make nothing about what's been happening to the Italian national team makes sense. Nobody can tell me that we don't have talents on this team.
So what you're saying is someone put a curse or some voodoo on the Italian
No,
national
I
team.
100%.
Malocchio.
No,
I
100%.
truly believe
It's
it.
not voodoo.
I truly
it's
believe
not
it.
voodoo. It's
I
not
truly
Malocchio.
believe it.
It's
Nah,
a
bro.
lot of Italians
Nah.
didn't want Italy to go to the World
Well,
Cup.
but that's a voodoo.
Say
That's-
whatever
that's
you
what it
want.
is,
Wait,
though.
why?
Why?
You know what?
Bro, I can
No,
guarantee
there was a lot of
you,
that,
there's
yeah.
a lot, so many Italians that are happy that Italy didn't make it. Like even the thing with what Michele said, right? They looked at Di Marco watching the game, right? I don't know if it was delayed or if it was live. I don't know what it is, but
It was
as
live.
a
it was
national
live.
TV, also why are you making that
More
clip should have
stress.
never gone
Yeah.
out. Once you see that as an Italian federation, like yo, hide this clip from anywhere. No one
Delete that.
because keep your. But I'm telling you, so many Italians were happy that Italy didn't make the World Cup. They were cheering for
Yeah.
Bosnia because obviously they're just not happy with Italy as a whole and they want things to change. But
But as an
still, to
Italian,
just-
doing that is
to
absolutely
wish
terrible.
for the worst for your team is. Listen, you would have gone nowhere in the World Cup anyways. You would have had.
I
your
disagree. I
chance-
disagree with that.
Oh, bro,
Okay,
just
okay,
please.
listen,
Bro,
listen.
oh
I
my-
disagree.
Oh, the momentum.
This
Mike,
this is
we
what I
would have
think.
lost to Qatar, bro.
No,
Yeah, let him
we
cook.
would
Let
have
him-
lost
let
to
him
Qatar,
land, bro. Let him
please.
land.
No, no,
Go ahead,
no.
bro.
Come on.
Wait,
This is
before you go,
Please.
a few people in chat here just to reference Marco G. What up? Honestly, I think part of it was just reacting to the dramatic ending of the game. Maybe I don't know.
Bosnia, Wales, who cares?
I don't know. Italy doesn't have a let him cook baller. Closest thing was Chiesa.
don't, we
Because you
don't.
said there's a lot of talent on the team,
Well,
right?
I think that Italy. Listen, Italy, guys. Italy has got the best goalkeeper in the world. Am I wrong? Am I
Goalkeeper
wrong?
can
No,
score, bro.
I
Am I wrong?
agree. But if your best player
no,
on your
no.
team is your goalie,
cooked.
that's a
I-
problem.
I
So
I
cooked.
understand, but wait, but we're saying that our best player is the goalie, but he's also the best player goalkeeper in his position in the world.
True.
So
He's
we're
up there,
not
yeah.
saying he's the best on it. He's also the best in his position in the entire world. So the gap there is pretty big. First thing. Second thing, we don't have a bunch of shoemakers. Di Marco for Inter has stats that compare with other wingbacks that are at the top level in the entire world. He scored beautiful goals. He's defends. He knows how to play the game. Barella is a top tier player. Tonali is a top tier midfielder. Top 10 in the world, maybe 15.
Sure.
Are you done?
You can what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is going back to the voodoo shit. I'm not
There's
saying
no
somebody
voodoo
put a spell on us,
For
but
shit.
people, especially the Italian fans, talk way too much shit and just talk way too much garbage about our players, the coaches. They just start blaming, and that creates this very bad energy around the team that then shows in like my question this entire time has been on Di Marco. How can Di Marco be playing for Inter? Like literally, like the guy looks like prime. I don't even know who. If you guys watch Serie A or when Inter was in the Champions League, Di Marco is always one of their best players. How does he play like that? And when he goes on the national team, he can't put two passes together.
Okay.
How can no?
Okay, bro,
Forget.
you've been talking
Wait,
for
I
like
five
have,
minutes.
I have a question. Wait, before you. I'm
We've
saying.
asked 7. We haven't
Wait,
answered 1.
wait. Forget the. Oh, you gotta work on the youth. Forget Gattuso. Forget. Maybe we don't have the right talents. Forget all the excuses. Forget the Baggio files. Forget everything everyone has been saying. Give me a reason other than the pressure, because you have pressure when you play for Inter. It's one of the biggest clubs in the world. Why does Baggio not? Why does Di Marco not know how to play when he wears an Italian national team
Bro,
jersey?
I can
it's
answer
It's a
not
different
the-
system.
Let him
Can I
answer.
say
Let him.
something?
Let him
Wait,
answer.
before you go to Di Marco, because you said
Bro,
something.
that's the
no,
question.
No, Di Marco's, bro, it's
Bro.
one player. It's Di Marco.
It's
one
a
player.
good point.
Guys, we went out in the Euros against Switzerland. We looked like absolute shoemakers. We have the talent.
But I
want to
answer that. I want to hear
We
the
have the
answers.
talent, like you said. But every player, when they go on Italy, doesn't give. I'm not gonna say the rest.
Ah, shit.
Yes, like you could see it against Bosnia, and you could tell me, oh, but it was the pressure of the World Cup, and if we made it, we would have gone far in the World Cup. guys, history repeats itself. The team at Euros that we all saw was pretty much the same team that was there that night. So if they made it to the World Cup, Italy looked awful in the Euros in 2024, right? They looked awful. They got out against Switzerland, but they didn't just get out. They got demolished by a team that, like, it's Switzerland.
Well, we played
in the
better now
Euros.
than the Euros. The Euros was terrible.
Yeah, but Miguel, would have been the same thing.
Okay, what's your-
because
what's
they
your-
don't care.
let him talk.
Okay,
Let him
talk
talk.
about
Before you
Dimarco.
jump in,
Go.
before you jump
Go
in,
ahead.
Chat's cooking you guys a little bit because chat's saying the DiMarco scapegoating shows how devout Italy is of talent. DiMarco is ass against proper wingers. He's a Serie A merchant. Donna better than Courtois. Interesting.
Ooh.
So a lot of takes here
Donna
in
is
the
the
chat.
best player in the world. Dimarco, like, listen,
Listen,
in
I
Europe,
just think DiMarco's been killing it for Inter. And maybe
in Serie A.
he might, but even
In
in,
Serie A.
bro, even in Champions League, guy scored a free kick against Borussia Dortmund from like outside the box, bro. Where did he pull that out from?
In a
And then he
game
can't
that
even pass
didn't
the
really-
ball in
in a
the
game that
game.
didn't matter though. They're right though.
Bro,
Like, he
it still
doesn't really
matters.
perform in games that matter.
Different
bro.
system.
It's a very different
But
system.
system or no system, guys. Okay, you know what? Go
Let me
on.
answer.
'Cause I have so much to talk about here.
Shab Nilhard kind of said himself, right? Serie A, he's a Serie A merchant. I think we saw it with, we're seeing it now with Serie A. I think the whole thing is just combined. Everything with Serie A, Italia, all of it's combined. Serie A is not what it is back then. You're seeing it now in the Champions League. The last team that was in the Serie A that was in Champions League was what team? Atalanta.
Hey,
that's
whoa,
fine.
whoa, whoa,
Atalanta was the
whoa.
last team.
Inter made 2 out of the 3 Champions League finals.
And guess what happened
But-
last year?
But
Okay,
wait,
no,
wait,
I know,
wait,
I
wait,
know, they
wait,
got
wait, no,
cooked,
no.
but
I
It
like
doesn't translate
No,
well
no,
with
no.
international football.
Dave, I like your point. Atalanta was the last team in the Champions League. How many players from Atalanta were on the national team?
Exactly.
One.
Zero. I was gonna say.
Carnesecchi?
Oh, I was gonna say too. Scalvini was
And they never played. Why? Why wasn't Zappacosta on this team?
Okay,
Do
well,
you think there's pressure to play like players from the main teams like Juve, Inter, Milan, as opposed to smaller teams like Atalanta?
Well,
maybe?
that's
Definitely is.
the big talk about this whole Fiji cheat thing that they say that's the federation and they have to follow these people telling them behind the scenes, like the politics, being like, oh, you got to play the Juve, the Inter players, whatever. But I don't know if that's really the case. What I
He
do,
came out and said it. He said he literally left because he wasn't allowed to bring up players he wanted.
right?
So it has to be true. There's no way it's not true.
Well,
So
I
this-
think there was a lot of players that should have been called up. Don't you agree?
100%.
Like who?
Zaniolo,
You need some. Yeah, I said Zaniolo.
And I don't
No,
know
he
about
deserved
Zaniolo.
it.
He deserved
Bernardeschi?
it technically. but
Bernardeschi should have been called up.
Zaniolo is a cancer for the change room, though.
Bro,
Everyone
but who
knows that,
cares
guys.
about cancer, bro?
No, in a time where you need
Bro,
the
Out of context, that
No.
sounds crazy.
Okay, but bro, when you're trying to make, when your goal is to make it to a
Can
World
you just
Cup,
mute that mic,
bro, when your goal is to make it to a World Cup, put the guy in a room on his own, let him go against the wall,
Miguel,
and let him play the
what
game,
are you talking
bro.
about, bro? You
Yes,
don't win,
bro,
You don't get
100%.
to the World Cup. These
Bro.
games were never about
Bro,
skill, Miguel.
you're telling me if
Playing
there's
against Bosnia and
brother,
Northern Ireland were never
brother.
about skill. They were about team. They were
It
about
doesn't-
mental
the mentality.
strength. Yes.
Nah,
skill was
guys.
never. Okay, this is what I told.
Bro,
this is what I said
Zaniolo's the
today.
only guy that can dribble
Bro,
on
shut
this
up with
fucking team, bro.
Zaniolo, man.
He's the only
listen,
guy.
Listen, this is what I told. This is what I was saying. Against Bosnia, and I'll tell you right now, with the players that we have right now in Italy, okay, you should be able, with the players that we have, because I'm saying we have skill, you should be able to. Tonight's the game, guys. Oh, guys, come play a game tonight. Yeah, okay, guys, go in the field, pick your positions, play against Bosnia. They should win
100%.
with the players that we have. Guys, stop. It's Bosnia. Like, we didn't lose because they're better than us. Any game, we would win that game. It was all mental. We don't have it mentally. Now, with the Fiji cheat, we can talk
Fiji.
about the figs. The
No,
figs.
Fiji cheat.
What did you
Fiji
say?
cheat.
Figsy
Fiji.
cheat. Figsy cheat.
Fiji.
With the Fiji cheat, I mean, now it has come out. Some of the younger players, some of these young players that are not playing professional soccer anymore, you know, they've come out and they're talking about the system, right? Like the corruption that's there. Obviously, we will never see it. We'll never know what the truth is. We'll never know what's happening in the back. And I don't think it's just Italy. I think all over the world, that's what happens. Is there is things that go on in the background. If you put money down for a sponsorship, then more likely than not, your son's gonna make the team, right? At least if he has 2 feet, guys. There's Maldini, plays for Lazio. I personally love Maldini. I actually think he's a great striker. But if Maldini wasn't the son of Maldini, would he have ever been there?
No.
He's good, but he's not anything. Like, you can't tell me that that's a starter for Serie A that you can't find anywhere else. Like, how many other Maldinis are there that are just not guys. Let's be real.
He is good though, Maldini.
He
He's
is
very
really.
technical.
I'm
is,
not saying
but
he
a
is.
little
the
bit of
name-
nepotism.
Nepo
definitely
baby,
helped
bro.
him.
But
100% the
bro,
name helped
like
him.
he's nothing. Like he's a starter for Lazio, guys.
Yeah.
Like kids to be a starter for Lazio, it's a dream.
Not easy.
It just kind of feels as if he made it there. And again, don't get me wrong, I actually love him. I think he should have been on the Italy team personally. I love him. I think he's gonna do great. But there is a lot of corruption. Obviously, it's about who you know, how much money you're putting onto teams, and like you said, I didn't know about this thing that Mancini wasn't allowed to call up the players that he wanted.
That's pretty much why you got it.
Somebody said you're
Yeah.
underestimating the Bosnian players, and I agree. Honestly, I agree. You guys keep
No,
saying
I'm not saying
Bosnia.
they're bad,
No,
guys. I'm
but
never
but
saying they're bad.
but they
Italian
have good
players,
talents, bro. They have good talents. Yeah,
they have good
guys.
talents, but
Yes, Jacko. Yes, the guys.
the
that-
gap is big. I'm not saying they don't have
the
talent.
gap
They
is
have
not
talents,
that
but
big,
the gap is
unfortunately.
big.
Can I ask
Yeah.
something?
Wait, hold on. Because there's a lot of cool opinions in the chat here. Some people saying, balling in Serie A isn't a flex anymore. This isn't 30 years ago.
Jeez.
Where is that? Where is that?
It was a little
Well,
bit higher.
we talked about Champions League too. We didn't just say Serie A. but-
Marco G saying, 1, poor team selection, leaving the few creative forwards we have at home. 2, not trusting the youth. 3, weak tactics from an unqualified manager. 4, Bastoni red card.
100%, all valid.
And
Yeah.
Shrapnel under that, a 20-year-old Argentinian kid, a La Fabrica Sale, is the best player Serie A this season. Nico Paz shows the standards of the league.
Well, but what does that mean, bro? That doesn't
Well,
mean
what
anything.
he's saying is that when Nico Paz is gonna go to Real Madrid, he's gonna do what Mastantuono did this season and look like an absolute
nothing.
shoemaker when you're actually playing with a real team. And I agree with that. Now,
Well, how do you
what I
know
want to
that?
say to me, Marco, can we talk a second about just qualifying for the World Cup? Okay, let's not talk about the youth, this and that. The goal was qualify for the World Cup. There was like this task did not involve the youth, guys. Let's be
Yeah.
serious here. Maybe winning the World Cup, yes, then that's when the problems come up. But making it to the World Cup, Italy should have made the World Cup as they are today. Like, I know there is a problem, but we should have qualified. Like, the only problem with not qualifying was, like they said there, no balls, Bastoni red card. I don't care. Even with 3-5-2, we should have won that game. That at least that's
Yeah.
my opinion.
I
Chris,
had
you've
a-
been a little quiet. Go
I
ahead.
had a
Yeah.
question that I want to ask. Does a France team with 10 men beat that team?
Which team?
I think they would struggle.
No, my
I don't know.
gosh.
I don't know.
I think they would struggle.
Germany.
They're having
I was
fun.
gonna-
I think
The-
Germany
the
with
reason-
9 players would beat them
The,
7-0.
the reason,
I was gonna
listen,
keep
listen,
going. I was gonna keep going. You guys
Balls,
thought
but,
the France.
but
They
you
have
guys,
balls.
but you guys are. This is the thing. You guys are thinking about, take France now. They've been a top nation. They've got Mbappe. They've got this. They've got like a 17
I'm not
starting
even
11.
thinking about that.
Let me just say that they got 17 starting 11s depth. But Italy playing this game against Bosnia isn't just a one-off game. You have to consider everything. It's first of all, whatever, which is another story, which I don't even think we're gonna get into, but it's the whole thing of how it's structured. And how I don't think a one-off game like this should dictate such a giant going or not going to the World Cup, playing on a field with 10,000 people, grass all like full of holes. Like, it just doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense. How does the Federation allow that to happen? Why did Italy, who's obviously the highest ranked seed, get to play a decisive game in Bosnia, and they decide not to play on their main stadium, by like a shitty stadium where people are watching the game from their balconies? Like, and so what I'm saying is, when you take all those things together, you take the fact that Bosnia is there in an arena with literally 15,000 people all cheering and yelling for their name. When you take the fact that you haven't made it for 2 times in a row, when you take all those factors, I personally think, the fact that we're still talking about Bosnia, who has young talents, has talents that have experience, has a good mix. I don't think other countries would have just done, it wouldn't have just been a walk in the park, especially with a red card playing 80 minutes with a man down.
You
So you
know
think-
what's sad? Can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's if you think about it, and I get your point, but like, how sad is it that you feel that way about Italy? It's like you're excusing.
It's not
The
excusing.
no, wait.
I honestly feel like that. I'm
I
not
know, but
excusing
because
it.
the reason why you
I'm
feel
not
like that
excusing
is
it.
because Italy has actually, unfortunately, the national team has been so weak that you do feel that way. You're like, well, they had 10,000 people in Bosnia. Let me tell you something.
But
I
it's-
talked before. You asked me, do you think France would beat them? And I said, I think Germany with 9 players would beat them. When I think Germany, I don't think of who's their like who they have that's like their main you know, their skillers, right? There's they have Musiala,
Say words.
Words, like those are the skill, right? Like the Mbappe
Yeah.
is the legend. I don't
Yeah.
think about, you know, I think like in my head, you know, when I picture that, I think Kimmich.
Mm.
I think those players that, bro, they're gonna go there, skill, like they're gonna kill you. Like when the ball goes out of play, the Bosnian player will come to Donnarumma and push him like this.
Yeah.
Happened with Bosnia, happened with Northern Ireland. Why? That just doesn't show you the skill.
Dan,
it
shut
shows you
up.
the
Ecuador
level.
with 8 guys beat Italy.
I am telling
It's
you, it
just-
shows you just the level of mental, just locked in. Like Bosnia was locked in. They deserve to be there because, again, that little push, that little strength, that's what would have gotten them to win because the skill was there. Guys, Bosnia's good. Congrats. But Italy was the gap, the skill level to make it to the World Cup. Say whatever you want. It's a one game, this and that. A real team with real players that get paid millions of dollars, that have been in the system for so long, that have felt that pressure. Di Marco, Bastoni, Barella, they've had 2 Champions League finals in the past 3 years. If that's not pressure, guys, listen, I don't know what is, right?
And if
Some of
that's
them
not
were in
if
that
that's
fine.
not talent, then I don't know what
But
talent
that's
is.
what I'm telling you. It's the mentality going into it. Everything else, the skill is there.
But then if we talk about mentality, shouldn't Gattuso be the perfect guy to fix
I
that
know.
mentality?
He has a
100%.
good mentality
Not a
with,
manager though.
with a poor
He's not.
coaching mind.
Well,
he
Manager,
started
man.
a 3-5-2. I don't mind, but Mancini out of position, Bastoni out of position.
Why do you say Mancini out of position, though?
He's a central center
Yeah,
back.
he has to play with the 4.
or he's in a 2-back. He's not. He should not be on the right side. He's
Like, he
terrible with
doesn't-
the
you're right.
ball.
So,
The 2 best.
Bastoni plays that, though.
He could play left side center back. He's not a good central center back. Terrible central center back. He doesn't care enough. Like when Gatti came on, he made a difference
yeah,
because
yeah.
he cared. He
I agree.
cared, and you could see he was going to battle with how do you say his name, the striker on
Checo.
in Bundesliga,
Demirovic?
Demirovic. He was going to battle every
Yeah.
time with that guy. That was their main powerhouse. That was bullying
They
our
were going
players.
back and forth, and I like
Going
that.
back and forth.
That was
Then
nice.
he had Politano to start. Why is Politano
Nah,
start?
that, bro,
You see Palestra do better than him last game before, but
Palestra's so,
Leicester was our best player, I think.
so good.
like what's
Because he had
this?
something to prove.
Bro, taking Politano, I was literally looking. Politano's been on the national team since for the past 20 years. Bro, I swear, bro. Bro, look at
I
this,
don't know
bro.
about 20.
Okay, maybe not
Since
20.
06.
Bro, maybe not 20, but bro, the guy's been on the
He's been
team
on for a while.
forever,
and
bro.
it's sad
It's
that like
weird, though. He's good
forever.
sometimes.
no, but
though.
it's sad that
Bro, he's
guy,
shit.
not
Nah,
one
for
single
Napoli, he has,
person
like,
on
a
that
few
team
good
can,
teams.
not one single person coming up can take him out of that starting position.
Palestra.
That's
Leicester took
insane.
him out, but
But
late.
it took, like you
different
said, it takes
positions,
forever for
though.
someone to actually take Politano off that.
I
starting
would have
position.
started Zaccagni over Politano. Would have started Bernardeschi. I would have started Berardi over Politano.
That Pagosta is there, too.
But he wasn't even
Anyone,
called up.
man.
Udoji could have played that.
Yeah.
I
He
don't
played the
know
left
about
side
Udoji.
over DiMarco. I'm saying.
Yeah, like,
Maybe he is.
Let me
I think Coyote.
yeah, let me read a couple of comments here. Marco saying Spain, France, Italy, Portugal with 10 men beat Bosnia. Even Spain with
Yeah,
9.
you're thinking
Jeez.
about the current teams, but put them in the situation that Italy is in. That's what I was talking about.
Italian youth teams play attacking football with 4 at the back. As soon as these players turn 22, 23, they disappear or they get shoehorned into a 3-5-2. They need to teach football in Italy from
So
children.
guys, everybody's talking about
Football is
this.
a part of the culture in Italy. They need to teach this in school like they do in Spain
Okay, guys,
and Brazil.
they teach soccer in Italy. What the fuck you guys talking about?
Bro,
Like,
the Bambino not playing in the
guys,
streets?
kids
Every-
play.
guys,
like-
everyone, like, they live, breathe, and
But
they
you know-
they
you know
love
what's crazy?
soccer.
But-
That's the
But
thing.
I'm hearing they're liking tennis more now. in Italy
Nah,
from
bro,
the
but
Not
it's-
true?
bro,
Come
this
on,
is
they just
all-
hop on
guys,
anytime an Italian wins.
Listen,
Come
this
on.
is all things that the media builds, and it's so annoying. Like, I remember when I was a kid. Yeah, like definitely, maybe you were seeing more of us playing on the street, but that's because we didn't have the facilities to play on a fucking field, you know. And then people in Italy are saying, because in Italy there's these things that are like they're called oratorio. Okay, it's basically the churches in Italy. In the back, they have a field where you can play, and it's called the oratorio.
It's like a community
And it's a
center. That's
community
literally
where,
what it
where
is.
the priests stay, and then usually kids back in the days would go there to kind of meet up and play there all together, right? So now Gattuso came on and said, oh, like the kids, they don't go to the oratorio anymore. Yeah, because nobody goes to church anymore. Nobody even respects the religion anymore. So like, what point does that? Why does that even matter right now? You know what I mean? Like, how does that even connect to the fact that? Again, I repeat, I don't think we don't have talents. We have the talents. We just spoke about it. We just said
But also,
Bastoni
what
di
in
Ma-
Spain do they not have phones, guys, and PlayStations?
exactly,
Like,
like-
and in England,
So it's just
Come
so-
on.
I don't understand. this
Germany, they
point.
don't have phones. What? They're still playing on the street, the kids.
Like people are
come
like,
on.
oh, it's in Italy now. Like, you know, when I was living in Italy, like I never paid to play. Okay, now they're saying, oh, like now you have to pay
He's
to
part
play.
of the system, guys. He never
No,
paid to play.
like no. I'm saying now people are like, oh, in Italy now you have to pay to play. Well, guys, times change. Like, what is that? And you're not paying like thousands of dollars. You know, it's just a
No,
couple of
but
hundred.
that is
that
sad,
is a
though.
that
That
is
is
a
sad.
problem.
Like
though, if
it
you think
is,
about
it is, but also like I think we're talking about big cities where you're making big money.
But
If
this
you're in a
is-
small town, I can guarantee you're not paying to play.
This is a top 5 league of football.
Yes.
And that's a league that's playing players have to play. No, man. You can't have
No,
that.
no, but listen, I don't want to I don't want to speak on it because I don't know the stats. I still
I
think,
think it's only the
Italy.
main
So
cities
listen,
that
like you
happens.
said, you're right. Like in the top 5
It
league,
shouldn't
I
be
know
a
England,
conversation. Like,
I
that
know
shouldn't be like
England, I know Spain.
Germany
like,
doesn't.
No, like
France don't
but,
either.
But so that's the problem, right? Because like when we were researching, we were looking it up. England, Germany, Spain, all these countries, they invested heavily back around 2005, 2006. They invested heavily into youth system, right? So let me tell you why Italy didn't, because we did a segment this morning, but I'll do it right now. Italy in 2006.
Dan has heard that segment 14 times.
Because
This guy repeated it 17
well, yeah, because
times.
you
Right,
stop
take
me every
14.
second like you're doing right now. So in 2006, with the Calciopoli scandal, so basically for anyone who doesn't know, that was a match fixing scandal.
Oh, really?
These two guys,
You would know too.
these two guys would
You would
remember.
know.
Wait,
You would
These two
Inter had
guys
nothing
would
to do with it, by
remember.
the way?
No, no,
Yeah.
no, we, were-
Yeah, eh?
we actually got Ibrahimovic out of it from them at a sale.
Yeah, I
Clean
wonder why.
So Calciopoli scandal, match fixing. What happened is basically Juve went to Serie B. Like revenue in Serie A just dropped like crazy because obviously TV deals. Juve wasn't there, so they weren't gonna pay that much. Sponsors left because they're like, well, you
Yeah.
guys are match fixing. We can't be associated. There's money dropped. At that time, it was exactly when all the other countries started investing heavily into these systems. So England, Spain, Germany, they have regulated systems, right? Like they have soccer schools with infrastructures, and there's rules, right? You need to have the infrastructure at this level. You need to have
So
these
it's useless.
quality, this and that. But in Italy, they decided at that time, because again, they were in a financial crisis because of Calciopoli, and they still had to win in Europe because you can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna take a few years off. Like we need to compete because we need to make money back. They said, what, are we gonna invest money like everyone else now? We already don't have any to invest. So they decided to just buy cheaper players from abroad that were already tested. They don't have to develop their own youth. And this is where we are right now, guys. That's why they made that decision right there. It was the Calciopoli scandal that lined up perfect with everyone else just being like, hey, let's go balls deep into like youth development.
So do Italy now
Really, that's-
not have money to invest?
Oh, is your brother?
That's why.
Leo
So-
Lover is your brother?
That's what he said.
Leao lover.
But then my question in all of this that we're talking about, all of this is because I saw I think Marco said something about, yeah, right there. Mancini's Italy still holds the record for the longest undefeated run, 37 games. Guys, that was like what, 3 years ago?
Not that long ago.
So how do you explain A, winning the Euros, B, going on a undefeated for 37 games? At the end of the day, guys, the team wasn't the best. So tell me, how do you explain it? How do you explain? That's why nothing makes sense to me.
like Lithuania and like fucking,
No, bro,
It's
nothing
also
makes
Andorra,
sense to me.
Yeah.
Vatican
Has to do-
City, bro.
It has to do because they
They
have,
win the games that don't matter.
Vatican City.
I think it has to do, a big part of it has to do, you got to have the coach that knows what
it's,
fuck they're
it's
doing.
a coach, and they
Mancini
also
didn't make the World Cup, guys.
yeah, he didn't, but
Like,
it was because he wasn't allowed to bring up the players. That's part of the thing that
you
he
think
said.
that was the main, bro?
It
You
could have
think
been, 'cause he
couldn't have
wanted-
made it with the players that he had
North
he-
Macedonia,
He
bro.
possibly
dude.
wanted
at the 93rd.
a new change in the players because maybe some players weren't giving it their all. Obviously, that's what it looks like with Italy. Ever since Chiellini, Bonucci, and all those guys left, the passion has gone down quite
Why
a bit.
do you
Okay,
think
so who's
that?
the leader in the
They
locker
don't have a
room?
leader.
No leader.
Donnarumma is the only leader.
I
but-
don't even think he's the leader. I don't think
Aw.
he's not like a leader. He's not a leader type of player. Like he's a guy who
Bro, he played so well against Bosnia.
he
though,
played
like,
well, but
like
that's not
he
being,
played
that's not being a
exactly
leader.
how
Chris-
a player should
but
play.
Chris
Made
is
big
talking about
saves.
like on the field,
Yeah.
talking, putting down grinta, you know.
But
Yes.
you know what? I think Donnarumma does that.
He doesn't, though. He
no,
fights
he
with the
can't. He
But
can't.
the way
I don't think
he
a
was,
goalie could be that guy.
That's
though.
the
the
Can't
way
move
he
on,
was
was it?
playing, bro.
Like,
No,
if
no,
you don't
Donnarumma
get,
is
if you
not the
don't get
guy.
energy from those saves he was making, dude, like he was playing like a tank. when you see Donnarumma play, is exactly how.
Let me
Italians
tell
should
you
have played that
something.
game.
Let me tell you
If
something.
every one of them played like Donnarumma, bro.
Let me
And I'm
tell
not
you
talking
something.
about the skill. There's the mentality. Like he almost saved that
Matej,
goal.
he had no
100%.
He almost
mentality.
saved that
I don't
goal.
like how he performed in the shootout.
I agree.
I don't.
that he-
I
Again,
agree.
that he
making a
was-
save
yeah.
is difficult.
let me
but
tell you
He
something.
was small in the shootout. Arms weren't up. Like he didn't look
Yeah,
scary.
yeah.
in
He ripped up the
shootout.
other goalie's paper too. Why is he doing that?
But let me tell you
He had his
something.
own paper.
He
Right.
the only
point,
one on the Italian side that showed grinta and determination. How do you
He
say?
says,
How do
"Locatelli, I'm gonna leave.
No.
I swear, bro.
you say? How do you say grinta
gloves.
in English? Like grit?
Great.
Grit?
Yeah.
Grit.
yeah.
That showed grit
God.
and some type of
Says
fight
Locatelli, I'm leaving."
is
Tonali.
The anticipation.
no. It's Gennaro Gattuso, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh.
thank God.
He's
Bro, I
guys.
thought he was gonna say Locatelli.
Guys,
actually, bro.
he literally went and pushed one of their guys when he came off the thing because he saw his team was literally just dead. He was the only one that got into the guy's face talking to him. The coach had to do that because none of our players did nothing the entire game. Donnarumma started crying at the end of the game.
Bro, he started trying to fight. He was trying to fight at the end.
Yeah,
of
at
the
the
game,
end, bro,
It's true.
Gattuso literally wanted to
You
fight.
fight in the game.
So when Gattuso did that,
You know
I was
what I
like,
mean?
I literally said when we were watching, when Gattuso did that, I said, he's doing it because he wants to get into his players' heads. But
Heads,
again,
yeah.
as a coach, that's what he would do in 2006 when he was on the team. He would do it on the field. But as a coach, like, how much of that can you really do?
yeah.
How much of that can you really do?
Okay, Mikael, let me ask you about this because you said you see a lot of talent on the team, right? You mentioned Donnarumma, Di Marco.
You're twisting my words.
No,
right
no,
now,
no,
Jay.
sorry,
Oh,
no.
journalist.
Jay's
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 trying
No,
to create
no,
the clip.
Jay's
now.
trying to get the drama.
No, I just want to unpack it
go,
because
tell me.
like
Unpack.
who on the Italy team, late game situation, you could give them the ball and be like, do something with it, make some magic.
Sorry,
Take
ask me
on
again,
players.
He said
again.
Gattuso, bro.
Sorry, ask me again, Jay. Sorry, I was reading a comment. Sorry.
No problem. So, who's creative on the Italy team? Basically, you're mentioning there's a lot of talented players, but games on the line, who can you give it to and be like, take the ball, do something with it, make something happen, dribble, take a player on, score a goal.
We don't have that
Donnarumma.
talent. that talent we don't have.
Palestra. No, if
So
you have to
there's
pick
no
one, though.
Italian player
Okay, Mika,
currently
Mika,
that
if
has
you
that.
had to
That's a good
pick
one.
one, like if you, let's say you have to pick one player,
Yeah.
like gladiator style. Okay, they
Okay.
put them in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
One player against Jacko, swords. Whoever like
Against
wins,
Dzeko?
like yeah, blood fight.
Gatti.
Oh, Gatti's
And-
the only guy, but he's
No,
But-
I'm talking, bro. Obviously, like I'm talking like skill level. Like you actually like one player that, like Jay said, you had to pick one that you give him the ball, he can
Do
at least
something, man.
do something.
mm,
One.
Nobody, bro.
It would.
No, I'm saying we have to pick one.
I know, yeah.
The best possibility.
Tonali.
Arguably.
Tonali.
Ah.
Again.
Palestra, if he had more game time.
No,
maybe
but he
would
needs
be
more
but
time. Palestra needs
Bro,
more
but-
time.
But you,
can
you could
base-
you could highlight the defenders, right? Because obviously, historically, Italy, you know, Aldini, Nesta, Cannavaro, Buffon, great
Bro, Del
defenders.
Piero,
but there was always
Totti and
Totti,
shit.
Del
Like,
Piero,
come on.
Baggio, Luca Toni, Vieri.
Pirlo.
But like, no attackers on Italy right now. No dribblers, no creative players.
okay.
Like, who could send a nice through ball on Italy? Like a
No,
nice through ball.
But let's be real, Keane, you gotta give it to
no,
him.
his goal record
like,
very impressive
dude,
for Italy. I'll be
He's
honest.
playing he's giving Italy everything we've been asking for.
Well, he's been
Say
our
whatever
best
you
striker.
want with him, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Keane has nothing to lose. Keane has nothing to lose. That's why I think Keane played one of the best that game, guys. That's goal he scored wasn't easy.
You know,
It
who's-
wasn't
was
an
a
easy
nice
goal.
goal.
And yeah, he missed the other one, but he was doing like a 60-meter sprint.
You know,
he was running with the guy behind. It's possible.
You know
right?
who's one that can do those balls? It's Fagioli, but he's not on the team because he's playing on Fiorentina, who's fighting for relegation.
yeah.
bro. Fagioli's a good
No,
player.
Fagioli's fantastic.
Fagioli's a great player, but he doesn't play on the right team. How do you not say that Fagioli is not a good player?
Okay, but what-
No,
Should a
no,
great player be
God.
playing on a team
Our
that's battling for
standards-
I
relegation?
agree.
No,
I
And what's
agree.
with Italy
Bro.
midfielders and betting sites?
This guy wants to really get the
I'm
clips.
actually shocked.
Hey,
What are the
how
chats
come
saying?
Bastoni didn't celebrate the red?
That's
I think-
another.
listen,
That's another.
Listen,
that's his karma. There.
you guys made such a laughing stock of Bastoni because you couldn't handle one loss. This
bro,
guy,
that
You
Bastoni-
guys,
but-
him
but-
specifically.
say whatever you want.
Bastoni
Say
did-
whatever you
Nah,
want.
nah,
You
nah,
guys
nah.
are such idiots. You damn idiots. All of Italy. Just blaming this kid for one mistake. But bro, like booing him at the stadium. When you know in 3 weeks this guy is playing the game of his
So
life.
are you saying Bastoni did it on purpose?
What? Did
The
what
red?
on purpose? No.
He laughed. He
No,
smiled.
no,
after
no,
he
no,
hit
like
you.
that's a no, but that's
No.
a kind of a crazy
No,
theory.
he didn't do it on purpose.
It
I
low-key
think.
is.
Bro,
I
that's kind of a
think.
crazy theory.
I think he had so much more pressure than everybody else on the team because of what's been happening. Because you think of the worst in that case, right? You think I'm not gonna make the World Cup, the team is gonna lose because of me, because you know that if the team loses because of you, and you've already been booed on every single for one thing against Juve, it's always Juve, guys. It's always their
Always
fault. They
comes
always
back
But-
to you,
but-
man.
no.
Uh,
But can you like just think about that, right? Like you ruined the poor kid.
buddy,
You fucking ruined the
Bro,
poor
Say
he
kid.
ruined
something, you're
himself.
quiet, bro.
He ruined himself.
Kalulu got a
Matej.
red card for not doing anything, and
Matej.
Bastoni celebrated it.
Matej.
Okay, but
that-
it's one mistake,
nah.
bro. He's still Italian. Like you know, he's playing a bit.
I don't give
you
a
don't,
shit. Thanks
Well,
for Inter. The-
He's coming to
Again,
Barca now.
I'm just saying, like
Yeah, now I
he's
like
still
all that.
he's still a really good defender that we had,
He was
and
bad.
all the times
He
we
used
go
to be
back,
good. He used
they
to
don't
be good.
care.
No,
Bastoni's
he's
not
still
good
good,
anymore,
As a
guys.
central center back, he's terrible.
He's not good anymore.
Is he the
Bastoni
most
not-
hated man in Italy right now?
He's
He's,
yeah,
he
100%.
must be the
Not
most
from
hated man
me,
in the
from
league.
anyone that's not an Inter fan,
But
I guess, bro.
but can we also just talk about
Why is
know.
Camarda not getting called up?
no, that's
bro?
his brother. He's just
Oh,
trying to
okay,
fuck with
okay.
us. But can I also say, like, do you guys not give Italy not even a little bit of credit
For what?
For no, wait,
Bro,
wait,
bro,
guys,
Okay, let me get
Land,
some.
land.
Can I just talk?
Land.
Let
Do
us
you,
talk
do
here.
you guys not
Plane's
give
crashing, bro.
the objective was not reached. Bosnia deserved it. It was terrible, but do you not give them, because this is the way I'm thinking, okay? The past few
Maybe a line of credit.
listen. The past guys, just listen, and then you can make
Contra
your
with
comments.
Reno, what credit?
You can
You're
make your
losing our
comments.
fans, Mikhail. Trust me. Just quit
Listen.
now. Stop.
I give
now.
them credit for missing 3 World Cups in a row. It's a record.
It's a record. Okay. Let's
finish,
hear. Let's
finish.
hear.
Let him
Wait.
land.
Let him
I
cook. Let him
am
cook.
gonna finish,
Let him cook.
and when you guys are done, I'm gonna finish.
Let him cook.
Okay, you guys done?
Bro, you're not a teacher. You're not. Hey,
Yeah,
stop
see?
talking. I'm gonna talk.
Let
my-
Michele
I'm gonna
talk.
put my
Let's go.
finger
Go.
up.
Go.
Man
Come on.
can't even talk. I know, right?
Okay,
you guys-
sorry.
Is everyone done online? Yeah.
Don't worry, bro. We got your back.
Spam one if you're done talking.
We,
Like,
we
Okay.
got you. We got you, bro.
this
Come on.
is what I was saying.
Mm.
The past few years, at least 2-3 years that Italy has been struggling, one of the main issues has been every single time, as soon as during the game there is a problem, so whether we get scored on, whether we started getting a card, whether a player gets injured, the entire team collapses. So what I'm saying about giving credit is at least the team didn't collapse. That has to be one positive sign to take from this.
Okay,
Because
we collapsed, bro. We lost.
listen, we could have lost badly. What I'm
No.
saying is Bosnia played better than us and we didn't deserve to win. But when Bastoni went out, he is technically one of our better defenders. When Bastoni goes out and you're playing a man down for 70 minutes in Bosnia, you're going to extra time, you're playing that extra time. Obviously, physically, mentally, to the rest of the team, you're losing one of your best defenders, if not your best defender on the pitch. It's going to hit you mentally. And the fact that the players were able to still hold it together and push through, we had chances. The game could have been 3-0 for Italy. Keane could have scored, Di Marco could have scored, Pio Esposito could have scored. So what I'm saying is I'm giving them credit just because Gattuso and Buffon have been talking about at least we brought back the group. I agree. I think I do see a little bit of the positive on the group not breaking right away. But obviously, that doesn't excuse anything. I'm just trying to give a little bit of positivity to the entire thing. That's
I
all.
don't
Okay,
know, bro.
but
It's
bro-
hard to say.
Bro,
'cause
go ahead.
how did they not collapse? They collapsed in 2014 when they got grouped. They collapsed in 2018 when they didn't qualify. 2022, now 2026. 4-time World Cup winning nation, not qualifying for the World Cup. And then you're losing to Bosnia? Like, come on.
Yeah,
But-
I
but-
think
bro,
they
bro, no,
collapsed.
I-
I
no,
think
I-
after the Bastoni red card,
But they didn't collapse because they
I
kept
think they did.
playing.
No, but
Matej. They still
out
had
of respect,
chances.
how far
I
has
don't think
Italy
they did.
fallen
Wait, can
that
I say
we're trying to give credit for them
I
not
know,
getting
exactly.
destroyed by Bosnia?
No. Like the thing is, and I was telling Michele, like, okay,
I'm not
say-
saying it just justification,
Listen,
bro.
I'm actually here to give credits to Juve, bro. So let me talk
Yes.
for a second.
Damn.
10 men Juve against Galatasaray, where the gap between the two
What?
teams,
Oh, listen. he's making-
No, it's a good
when the
point.
Let him
gap
land.
between the two teams was way closer than it was between Italy and Bosnia, Juve went down to 10 men, bro. 3-3. They tied that game.
Or
Okay,
even
it was
Juve
in
Inter,
Torino.
even Juve Inter,
Okay, it was-
same thing.
Bro, that's a fighting team. And 10 men doesn't matter. When you want something,
No, I agree. I
you
agree.
go and get it.
I agree.
You
I
go
100%
and get
agree.
it. Like, and again, Mika, I know you say it's, but they're in
I'm
Torino,
just-
they're not in Bosnia.
I'm
When
just
you
looking at the
have
past,
a
though,
team
at the
mentality,
past,
when you
guys.
have a team mentality, and again,
know, I'm
say
a
whatever
Manchester.
you want. Bro, Italy scored of a mistake of Bosnia. Even at the beginning of the game, Bosnia was already ripping us. They were getting crosses in. They were fighting. You remember at the beginning, they were not. It's not that Bosnia was getting destroyed and then all of a sudden they started playing. At the beginning of the game, I still think Bosnia was getting to the net. And
They
the
were,
team
they were.
scored off of a mistake. Beautiful goal.
Bosnia
Don't get
probably
me
would
wrong.
have beat us 11v11, I think, because they were playing better than us. That's the end of this. That's the end of the day. That's what it is.
I don't know if they would have beat us 11.
And Bosnia should have gone a red. That is also true, but
And they're I don't know if you guys watched their goal. Jekyll like handballed it. The one that
nah, bro, it wasn't.
Okay,
handballed.
okay,
It, wa-
okay.
it wasn't.
I'm playing
I-
devil's
I-
advocate here.
I
You're
don't
seeing
think-
that.
I
You're
don't think it
seeing.
was
You're
handballed.
seeing what I call them, the social media angles, bro. The social media angles will just show you one, but if you know those things in VAR that you actually see the other angle and you're like, yeah, no, that's right. It wasn't a hand. Honestly, we deserved it too, though, bro.
Do you guys think if Donnarumma wasn't in net, Bosnia would have won easier in regular time?
Obviously, bro. The saves that he made were insane.
Dude, he made some good saves. He made
Guys,
some
our
good
defenders
saves.
didn't win one
I still
header.
think Karnesecki would have gone most. Like Karnesecki is a great goalkeeper. But Donnarumma, again, say whatever you want.
But
I
can
thought
I?
he played
But
amazing.
also, you know what? I saw some people saying that in the comments. Like, why do people that are literally Italian? Oh, Italian football is dead. Italian football is shit. Calcio italiano fa schifo.
Like Serie A is bad. I don't think Serie A is bad.
but like,
personally.
why as an Italian? How as an Italian do you say things like that? I don't understand. Like, maybe make a point and
It's
say it in
trauma
a certain
bonding,
way.
bro. It's trauma
Nah,
bonding.
bro, it's
It
just.
is.
But
think it's
that,
keeping
but
it real,
that's
though?
yeah,
helping.
it's trauma bonding.
But that is
though.
just adding to the cause. It's just adding. It's just adding
that's
more.
what
What
I
should
think
they
we're-
be saying?
I think we're too far into
I think
that,
people
Mika.
should. I think people should be saying that things need to change, and everyone
That's
all
what they're
together,
saying, though,
all
bro.
together, everybody's got to change their mentality on every. As soon as something happens, oh look, like Juve cheats, Inter is this, that's that, Italian soccer is shit, Ligue 1 is better. This like it's like don't talk shit about it. Okay, yeah, it's not the best right now, but talking shit and like degrading it is what is it really doing to the sport?
Well,
To-
I think people are frustrated because there hasn't been a change. And again, I
Okay,
think
but
Serie A.
frustrated or not,
Personally, okay,
like-
I'm gonna be honest. I actually love Serie A. I think Premier League is great, and the other leagues are great. But maybe because I grew up with it, I love Serie A. And I think in the past few months, I genuinely feel like Serie A has been a little bit more hyped than it used to be. I think it's gone a little bit more hype. I think with teams like Inter and whatever, we're not doing great in Europe, but I think Serie A is still a top league. Is still a top league in Europe, and I don't see them going down. I think they've had some rough patch, and I see them kind of coming back. Like Como is doing a great job with his program. I think some
How
of
many
those
Italians
teams,
on that team?
I know, but
But
and that's
that-
why now
but-
we're talking about the
but
national
wait, but
team.
the
I
problem
think
with that is
we're talking about the national.
But wait,
team now.
wait,
that's the problem.
But
not the
but
Serie
the
A.
thing is, bro, people. This is the thing with Como. Like people are like, oh, Serie A is shit. There's no Italians. Like whatever. Como is the great team. They play great football. There's no Italians. Do all the Bosnians play together in Bosnia?
No.
Bro, I don't even know those.
So why does
players,
it
bro. I don't
matter?
know. I can't say.
Why does it matter? Okay, yes, it's not good that obviously an entire team in the Italian league is Spanish or mostly. I think it's definitely not good. But that's not an excuse.
It's
for
true.
the
No,
national
I
team.
think
Not
with- I
every,
think with
not
that-
not the whole England team plays in England.
I think with that comment though,
It's
with the
true.
Como thing, I think it's not necessarily for the national team, but the Italian football Serie A is dead because the brightest spark, the new development, has no Italians on the team. Fabregas came in, is like, yo, I don't want any Italians. Let me do this project.
but
and
why?
it's building?
But why not look at Fabregas and say, "Wow, he's doing this in Serie A now." When Fabregas, what interest does the guy have to be in Serie A coaching Como? Like, I'm sure the
Money,
guy.
bro.
I don't know. I'm
Nice
saying
city.
I know, but I'm saying he could have done a million other things. But what like Fabregas could have probably owned an MLS club if he wanted to. I'm just saying, like, he's doing this, and I think he's actually doing something very, very, very good for Serie A and for the Italian football because he's showing other teams, look, this is what we should be doing. This is what we should be. Maybe the Fijici or somebody's gonna reach out to him and say, yo, like, let's figure things out. So the fact that this is happening is good for Italian football. Yes, it might not be good right now on paper because, yeah, there's no Italians, but it's good for people to look at that and say, oh, wow, look, why don't we take some inspiration from that? Usually in Italy, as soon as a coach like Fabregas comes, at least in the past, boom, after 3 months, the guy's gone. But the guy stayed. He's building something good. So instead of
Why would
bashing
they
it,
kick him out though, bro?
but it's happened. Mate, who's the coach? Mate, who's the coach of PSG?
Luis
Do
Enrique.
you know he used to coach Roma? And the guy literally got kicked out. Oh, the guy's a shit coach. Doesn't know anything. What has he done with
but
PSG?
I'm just saying,
Nah, bro.
Fabregas hasn't gone
This
to that
is the
level
thing.
yet.
But
And
Because if
Barca.
Fabregas
Huh?
starts,
And
Barca.
Barca,
if
but,
Fabregas didn't get Como to the Champions League level this year, he would have gone fire too, bro. That's the reality of it.
but he did though. So he's doing something good.
That's why I'm saying.
So-
Because he's there because
But,
it's working.
but what I'm saying is even these other coaches in the past, Italy, Serie A is always known for as soon as foreign coaches come in, boom, they're out. Always. That's why when you think about Italian coaches, you always think about the 6 same fucking guys
Even
every time.
Italian coaches,
Conte,
Thiago Motta
Allegri,
got fired
like
right
all
away
the same
from
guys
Juve.
every single time. But now that Fabregas is doing this and he's allowed to do this and they're allowing him to do this,
But wait, can I
it's
ask?
good.
What's your comparison, right? Because you're saying like
my comparison
a
is
foreign coach that does bad gets like go. Fabregas is still there, but Fabregas is doing good, bro.
and what I'm
That's why
saying
he's there.
what I'm saying is
They
it's
give him a
good.
chance.
I'm
But
saying
he's
is
but guys,
saying
he's
that's good for
doing
the
good.
league.
I'm saying
Oh.
it's good for the league. Instead of taking that as, oh, there's no Italians on the team, I'm saying let's take it as a good and inspiration to move from that and build on that. Also, Atalanta is a very good example lately of Serie A that had a lot of Italians and developed a lot of amazing talents. I mean, Gasperini now left and he's at Roma, but Atalanta was another great club that, as you said, like only team in the Atalanta almost made it to what was it, the semis or the
They
finals
won
of
the
the Champions
they
League?
won the
League.
Europa League.
A couple years
Yeah,
ago,
so-
with Lookman.
There has been other teams as well, but obviously a lot of things have to change. I agree with that 100%.
I think the reason why people like hate on Italian soccer, and it's like again, like it's not that we're hating. I feel like a lot of people didn't want them to make the World Cup, but that's because it's been 12 years and there's just been no change. That's why people are frustrated. They feel like, why now be nice to the Italian team and being like, oh, you guys got this whole thing. There hasn't been any change. So these people feel like the only way they can add value to get someone, to push someone to change something is to show their anger. Because how else are you going to push a government to change if everyone is like, oh, it's okay, we'll go again next year? I think Italy makes so much money from their soccer. We've seen it, Mika. We've been to those games. This was the first year we actually went to a few games in Serie A. They live and breathe soccer. After a game, bro, there's people on the train watching the zone, like post-conference, and we hadn't seen that in so long. Like, they live that shit.
So
And
who's
the fact
Why
that
are we filling up
they-
stadiums?
Huh?
Why are we filling up stadiums then?
Where?
Most places.
Like in Italy, you're saying
Yeah.
why we weren't filling up stadiums? Well, I think it also has to. I think that I'm gonna be honest. A lot of it has to do also with the stadium itself. I'm gonna be honest.
Need new
I think
infrastructure,
the
agree.
infrastructure is old. And guys, at the end of the day, the entertainment world has taken over. Okay, say whatever you want. Look at the Premier League. Look at what they do. First of all, just the fact that they can be on the pitch, that like just the whole vibe is beautiful, right? That's all entertainment, right?
Mm.
You cannot provide entertainment in stadiums in Italy. You can't. It's just the soccer, but people are used to something else. So if the soccer is not, you know, getting everyone, let's go improving your entertainment. What's Como doing, guys? Como's bringing people to sing at halftime and before the show. It was French Montana singing in Como,
no,
bro.
that was a Juve.
We had
bro.
Juve.
That was
Juve,
Juve.
Huh?
That's Juve.
That was
But
Juve.
But what did I say? I think Juve is one of the best stadiums in Italy.
Yeah, Juve has
That's
the
the-
best.
I loved it.
One of
I
the
had
newer
so
ones.
much fun. It was
Yeah, that
loud,
in the Coliseum,
a
right?
beautiful spot. French Montana singing for them. Like, come on, bro.
They're
That's
modern,
How you,
Juve.
that's how you. That I think what's happening is Italy needs to understand we're getting, and Mika, like this is what you said. Someone said it, like you were bringing it up. Is Italy is stuck in the old ways. We've always been. We always think we're better than everyone. No one needs to tell us anything. This is a slap to the face saying, guys, the world's moving. You want to come with, or you want to still think you're the best and you don't need to change anything?
But this is
right?
why I think that ultimately this morning the president of the FIGC resigned, Gattuso resigned, Buffon resigned. Ultimately, this was that is the only positive you can take out of this is that things will definitely
Depends
change.
who replaces
Maybe.
them. Depends who
Well,
replaces
okay,
them.
and that was my next question. Who should be the next coach for this Italian team?
The coach. I don't
I-
think it's
I
about
have an
the
answer.
coach.
Just say one name each.
I have Mancini.
Okay, Matteo.
You want Mancini to go
I'll
back?
explain why, but I want to hear what you
Just say the name.
The only coach. Can I give you two names?
No, bro, one name.
I'll give you.
No. Don't say I'll give you this and then this. Just Just one.
One coach. Even though I want to say I don't think the coach is the problem. I don't think one coach. If you change the coach right now, it's not going to change anything for Italy. But
Agree.
Antonio Conte.
Okay.
Wrong.
You guys? Do you guys
Don't
have
say
an
Bro,
answer?
Ancelotti.
how do you guys
Don't say
not let
Ancelotti.
Carlo Ancelotti,
Ancelotti.
one of the greatest Italian coaches ever, coach the national team? Why is he coaching Brazil, bro?
It's embarrassing for you.
Why is
guys.
he coaching my team and
Because
not
he
your
knew,
team?
bro. He knew what was happening. He saw it.
I agree. Ancelotti was gonna be my answer. It was gonna be between Ancelotti and Allegri. Honestly, I think.
I love Conte so
Okay,
much. I'm an Inter
think
fan.
I think that if Italy, honestly, I honestly believe if Italy hired Allegri just to make us through to the World Cup, we would have made it to the World
I
Cup.
would have hated it, but we probably would.
We would have made it.
No,
Bro,
we
he would have
would've-
done a defensive
No.
masterclass. It would have been a shit game,
No,
but we would have made it to the World Cup.
no.
Now, moving forward, Carlo Ancelotti in Brazil makes 0 sense. He should be the coach of this
The
national
guy loves
team.
Latinas. That's a good shout.
Well, some shouts from the chat.
I was gonna say Simone
That's a-
Inzaghi
that's a
or
good
Conte.
shout.
Fabregas,
Montella I love
Conte,
too.
Montella, Simone Inzaghi, and some people saying Maresca.
But guys,
What's he
can
doing
we-
right now?
Can we talk about
Nah.
Ancelotti needing a good team though to win?
Yeah.
Like Ancelotti needs legends to win, bro.
Bro, this
Yeah,
guy-
let me-
So he can't
Like,
do it with
let's-
this crop
I
of
think-
Italian
but
players.
which is tough. Again, I always say, even with legends, most coaches don't. Bro, you can't just put a random coach with legends.
Guys,
They
Simone
won't win.
Inzaghi is in Saudi Arabia. I don't want to hear it.
Nah, he'd be great.
He's making
bro.
too much
Okay,
money
nah,
there, bro.
bro.
Let me explain.
Oh wait, what about that?
why
Do you agree?
Mancini-
Do you agree
Well,
that Ancelotti is an amazing coach, but he does need superstars?
he'd be terrible for Italy. He'd be terrible
Yeah.
for Italy.
Wow.
Who would be the better team? The Everton team that
Ancelotti
he
would be
managed or
terrible
this
for
Italy
Italy?
team now?
Italy has no firepower up top. He needs firepower up top with
Yeah, he does.
players defensively that are smart. Which
It's not dissing
We
him.
have.
It's just a different style of coach, in my opinion. I think he can kill it when he has a really good team, which a lot of coaches can do. Most coaches can do.
so Carlo would be terrible. Conte and Allegri would have got us to the World Cup, but guess what? When they leave, we're right back at square one.
Back to square one.
With Mancini, he would have a chance of making it. I don't care about making this World Cup. Obviously, I do care, but I'm saying like it doesn't change anything. It's still we're going back to square one, even with these other coaches. With Mancini, he laid out the groundwork. He tried to match the formation with the youth systems so that it makes it easier for these youth players to come straight up into the Italy squad. So that's what he did. He just wasn't allowed to pick his players. I'm sure he wanted some youth players that would have fit the system that he was trying to play instead of these old players that he had to keep calling up every single window. Which guess what? Some players don't want to play after a while. They just get bored of it. I get it's your national team, but look at Bastoni. He looks like he doesn't even want to play for them anymore.
Guys,
Wow.
Mancini was the one that brought in Retegui, eh?
Yeah,
Mancini was the one that brought him in, and everyone's like, "Whoa, why are you bringing a young kid from Argentina? Who is this kid?" And what
What has he
happened now?
What has he done?
I
All
don't
of our
know.
respect,
no,
we
no.
had nothing. We had
Listen,
nothing.
You guys like that though?
Yeah.
The dual
Huh?
nationals playing for Italy? You guys like that?
Sorry?
You guys like the dual nationals playing for Italy?
Come on, bro. If the regular ones can make it happen, then
I-
why
That
not?
shows you there's no talent in Italy.
But I
But
agree.
it's you get me to the World Cup, bro. I don't
No.
care. It's like get me
Take
there.
anyone.
but
But I
I
still think Retegui is a great striker. Though.
guys,
Like, yes, he
he's
didn't.
good,
He
he's
didn't
good.
do much for us.
but
that
now,
it
guys,
wasn't
when
his
you go to
fault.
Saudi Arabia, you're over. You should not be playing international. Like you're over. It's over. It's done.
How about
When you
Ronaldo?
think of
No,
money
bro.
first,
Ronaldo should not be going to the World Cup and playing for
Bro.
Portugal.
Yeah.
No, bro. Nah, bro. It's over. It's done.
How about the MLS? Does that count? Because Messi.
nah, he's
Come
quiet.
on, we
What's the
we
difference?
respect MLS
Messi's
here.
the best player in the world, and
But what's the difference?
Messi's the best player in the world. So it doesn't matter. Even if the
No.
guy plays in Serie C, I'll still call him.
But don't you think it's
If
listen, I
you
don't
go
think-
to Saudi Arabia to make $99 million a year,
Mm.
you should not be playing international soccer. You're shit. You're
Head somewhere
garbage. You
else.
only care about money. Nobody watches the league. It's bad football.
Disagree.
Nobody cares. Guys, look
Disagree.
at look
I think
at
Al Hilal
I-
showed in
guys,
the Club World Cup that
I
they
want
could play.
bro, fuck Al Hilal in the
Nah,
Club World Cup.
nah,
Guys,
stop.
Look
That
at
league is not as bad as people
look
think. Those four top
somebody-
teams are
Top
good.
teams.
The top
Somebody-
teams are good. The bottom ones are
top
awful.
teams. Okay,
Top teams
Guys,
are okay.
Somebody talked about Simone Inzaghi. Guys, Simone Inzaghi has been coaching in Saudi Arabia. Last coach that went to Saudi Arabia and came back to top league was Stefano Pioli. The guy won a Scudetto with Milan, went to Saudi Arabia, came back, and Fiorentina is struggling to be in relegation because of him. Because the guy went to Saudi Arabia, forgot how to coach, and now then came
I
back
don't
this
think it was because
season.
of him.
The
but they're still
difference-
It is
shit.
because of
The
him, bro.
difference,
left
the
and he's
difference
shit.
is Pioli went there, won absolutely nothing. Inzaghi's in first place right now. In the
No,
Saudi
Inzaghi, bro.
but it's
Inzaghi's
the
a
Saudi
great
league,
coach.
bro.
No,
It's the
Mike.
Saudi league,
What did
bro.
Saudi league do to you?
Among
Bro,
the
what-
Mike,
like
among
what-
the top
because
teams,
it's a money grab, bro. It's all about the money.
No,
Bro.
yeah, but
That's what
still,
players are.
but still, the
Why
top
is
teams are good,
Retegui
bro.
playing? Why is Retegui
But he's playing
top
for like a
scorer?
bad team, no?
Top scorer in Serie A with Atalanta, which is not even a top. When he won top scorer, Atalanta, I think it was top 4, but not even a Scudetto team. Why is he going to Saudi Arabia when the kid is still trying to prove himself?
Bro.
Why are you going to Saudi Arabia for what?
Oh my God,
I don't
okay.
even know the team he
I'll
plays
tell
on,
you
bro.
why. I'll tell you why, guys. Let's
What team
not-
does he play on?
He's on Al Qaeda.
Bro,
Don't
I can't even
blame,
say that.
bro,
El
shut
Quesadilla.
up.
Isn't that the
Don't
guy?
blame
You guys having a
Retegui,
quesadilla over
Miguel.
here.
He's out.
Don't blame Retegui, bro. Come on. Like, the guy got one great season. Let's be real, okay? Love the guy. We've seen it before. Next season, as soon as the defenders figure him out, he's not doing jack shit. He's making how much money? Like 50 guys.
Too
He
much.
would-
Probably quite a
He
bit,
wouldn't
man.
have made that in like 10 years playing in Serie A. Let's be real.
It's a
He
problem.
would have not made
He should have stayed, bro.
Mika. He's making like
Yeah,
you
good.
would have done the
So-
same
so-
thing,
so
bro.
you're saying
He's gotta feed his
You would have
family,
done
bro.
the
Wait,
same
you won the
thing,
gun?
bro.
You won the
Please.
gun?
Guys,
Please,
so
he's playing the
listen,
system.
Guys,
That's the
we
system.
play Sunday League and pay like $300 a season to play.
Nah.
Listen, you're telling me that he went there because he got money. That's my point. My whole
Yes,
point is
that's the whole
players
point.
are going there because they're getting
Why
paid
you think
more.
he loved
That's-
Atalanta? He grew up cheering for
That's-
Atalanta, being like, "Hey,
but
I love
that's-
Atalanta. It's my team."
But
No,
that's
bro.
why. But that's why that's a
Come
problem
on.
because the Saudi league is just for players who want to make money, and it's not gonna do anything to your career. Period. Done. Retegui was slow the first game against Northern Ireland. You shit. His level decreased ever since he went to the fucking Saudi league. I don't even know the name of the league.
I don't think he
What's the
gives-
name of the
Saudi
league?
Pro League, bro.
Saudi Pro League,
don't
bro.
think he
The
cares.
CPL is better, bro.
He doesn't care, but
No.
you don't care that he's there? I think you should.
You think he
I
should have
it
started
just-
second game?
It doesn't look good.
No, bro. You
But
should
for
have never.
what? It
Pio
doesn't
should
look
have
good
started.
for what though?
Agreed.
Because this is the thing. If we are in trouble because only one player goes to the Saudi
No, it's
Pro
not about
League,
that.
we have a problem.
It's a mentality, bro. You know you have, bro. It's like if you're playing Sunday
do you
league
know
and you
what,
have a
bro?
player who doesn't know how to move the ball.
Okay.
Like you know you're gonna lose the game,
Okay,
bro.
Let me put it
That's
this
what
way.
it
This
is, bro. That's
maybe-
what it
listen,
is.
if you told me this was Palestra, okay? If Palestra next year went to Saudi, I would tell you I have a problem with that. Why? Because you grow up in Italy, you play for your team, you're playing for your national team. Like there's a lot of pride, and the fact that you're young, you see this team struggling, you want to help. There should be a sense, even though again we're not in that situation. No one can tell you don't take $15 million a year.
But Mate,
But now, wait, I'm not done. Stop. With Retegui, guys, he lived in Argentina. He didn't live in Italy. He
okay.
gets called up for national
Nobody
team.
knew who he was.
No one knew what he was.
Okay, so
He gets
Mancini
called up-
calls
he
him
gets Mancini
Okay.
calls him up.
Gives him
he
a chance.
He plays well.
Yeah.
Now, do you think Retegui feels the pressure of Italy not going to the World Cup for the last 2 seasons the same way every other player should that has
Oh,
lived
definitely
and grew
not.
up in
Definitely
Italy?
not.
Okay.
But
Next, Retegui goes to play for Genoa. He does well. Then he goes to Atalanta. He does well.
top scorer.
Do you think
top
Retegui
scorer not does
top
well?
so-
Top scorer of the
he
league.
does well? Yeah, top scorer of the
Okay,
league. He
so
does well in Serie
more
A.
than well.
Do you think he has a team in Italy? He's like, oh, I'm gonna stay in Italy. I love this country so much. No, bro, the guy grew up in Argentina. He's like, I don't care about the Serie A. He can make 15 million. Again, it's a different than just a young
I
Italian going
disagree
there.
with you so
I
much,
wouldn't-
bro.
Bro,
He
he
ruined.
would-
He
it
stopped
would've-
his career. He ruined this career going to
Bro,
Saudi,
Who
bro.
gives a shit?
He could
bro?
have played.
He's making
Bro,
$15 million
he-
I
a
agree,
year.
but like,
Bro.
isn't that bad for Italy?
Mate, that
That
is
he's
very
doing that.
bad. Of
But he-
course, it's bad.
That
Guys,
like you
he's
said,
not
like you
even a
said,
real Italian.
That's what I'm saying.
boys.
Like you said, that he's not even Italian. That he clearly doesn't like.
That's why I
feel
don't
the
think it's
same-
that bad. Like,
But it's bad for the Italian national team.
Okay, so you don't like non-true Italians on the
no,
national
guys,
team.
it's not that I don't like them. It's not that I don't like them.
Uh-huh.
I
Sounds like
just
good enough.
don't think him going to Saudi is as bad as a Palestra. For me, at least. If again, I'm
He
using
should
that
have never
example.
been called up on the national team, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Mm.
and
If he doesn't
yeah,
care,
sure.
like you said, and I agree, he doesn't. He
If
doesn't
he
have the
wasn't-
same emotion as.
Let me tell you this: if he wasn't called up for the national team, I wouldn't have been like, "Oh, you have to call up Retegui." No one would have given. I don't think anyone would have given a shit.
But then why
I
was
was
he
saying
called up?
Pio Esposito should have started with Keane.
Yeah.
Because they have their
I don't think
set
Retegui
Because
players.
they
should
have their
started.
set players.
'Cause they have their set
The
players.
thing that
Because they've been
was
building
crazy
that team, right?
is that when Gattuso
He
selected
drinks yerba mate, bro.
when,
He don't
when
care.
but the crazy
not
thing
Italian.
the crazy thing is that when Gattuso selected this team and he pretty much selected the same players we've been seeing other than Palestra and pretty much it.
Facility.
The guy even called Chiesa.
Okay, said no.
Let's move on from that.
The guy literally said, "Yeah, no, I'm not."
Yeah, so
good.
so what I'm saying is, he said, he's like,
Smart.
oh,
Smart from
Gattuso
Chiesa,
literally
very
said,
smart.
he's like, oh, I know people are telling me that I should have called up Bernardeschi, Zaniolo, and who's the other one? He mentioned and Orsolini. He goes, I know I should have called them up. They deserve to be here. But you know what? Right now, I don't have the time to gel them within the group. I've been building this group like this, and it has to be like this. But if Zaniolo is currently the best Italian player in Serie A, the guy was out even a few weeks for an injury, came back, still playing well on a very mediocre team like Udinese. And the guy is dribbling, he's beating people. He's the guy that you were talking, the creative guy. I'll tell you, Zaniolo.
Mhm.
As of right now, Zaniolo is the only player that will not be scared to take on a man one-on-one, cross, goal. He can do it all. So if he's doing, he was shit. He went, played on a bunch of teams, was injured, whatever. Right now, he's playing well. Get him on this team.
But-
At this point, get a Serie B player on the team if he's doing well. Get anybody that's showing some type of good, positive skill and good light. Get
So
them
we're
on this
saying
team.
we're saying the skill is what got us to lose against Bosnia.
I think Zaniolo would have made a difference. Could have made a difference.
Well, especially when
we
you're
should have won with our eyes closed.
when
with
you're-
5 of those players on.
when
the
you're packed
pitch,
into
guys.
your
I
own
keep-
box, you need someone that could dribble out.
And like,
Why no Coyote?
The skill had nothing to do with us losing.
a
against
lot of people
Bosnia.
talk about Coyote. Where does he play? I honestly
Yeah,
don't.
it's-
He
What
plays
is his
in
stats?
Brentford, yeah.
Yeah, Brentford. But
Guys,
he's
don't
a,
mention Insigne on this pod, please.
But I saw
Please.
Coyote.
I don't want to
playing
ever
with
see
the
that guy's
under
face
21.
anywhere.
He wasn't even supposed to get called up for that. Someone dropped out.
Oh really?
Like he should be like one of the first names on the list. But
You know what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He said Orsolini is a winger of the national team.
He's okay.
Blood doesn't even play anymore. But
I'm,
that's
I'm picking Berna over Orsolini. Also, Gattuso was talking about experience. Bro, Bernardeschi won the Euros.
Yeah,
Bernardeschi,
Berna
listen,
could have, for
listen,
experience, I would have
I've
called him
been
up for
saying
sure. Not
that
skill,
I-
experience.
this is the thing about, if there's people in Toronto, I'm sure, watching here. Insigne, Bernardeschi, both of them ruined TFC. And I think we can all agree with that. Well, not just them too, but the whole system. Now TFC is doing well, and I'm very happy. But Insigne is now playing in a last place team in Serie B, trying to get them out of relegation. The fact that Bernardeschi went from the MLS back to Serie A, being one of the top Italian players for Bologna in Serie A and in Europa League, shows me so much more than any other player, because the guy went from Serie A, Euro winner, to the MLS that people say, oh, it's such a lower level. Sure, it might be a lower level technically, but physically, still very high, very demanding. The fact that the guy came back and everybody thought, oh, guy comes back, what is he going to do? He was a
Gets
TFC
injured.
for 3 years, gets injured, and he's still one of the best players. Goes to show the guy's talent.
be in the team.
The guy's talent. He's got experience. The guy played with
Bernard should
Ronaldo
have been
at Juve. Like, the guy's got all the experience you can get. Why not call him
I
up?
think the ones that should have been called up, it's Zappacosta, Berna should have been called up. I think Zaccagni should have been called up. He was in that.
No, he's injured.
He's injured.
Oh,
yeah.
he's injured
He would have
again?
been if
Yeah.
he wasn't, because he was
Yeah,
part
he
of that
would've been-
group.
What
would've
about
been
Di Lorenzo? Why didn't he get called
He's
up?
hurt too.
He's also been
But he's
shit. For
shit, bro. Di
I know.
Lorenzo-
I'm just
I don't
asking
wanna
because
hear
I
Di
saw it, but
Lorenzo
I'm sure
anymore.
he's not injured. Like, he's been playing for Napoli. He just didn't get
I
called
But
think he
up.
isn't
just
like
sucks.
isn't like that the whole point of like an international team? Like, if you're doing good, you should be getting called up.
Yeah,
That's-
Vergara. Why isn't
that should be
Vergara
like
getting
injured,
called
yeah.
up?
No,
But that should be like
Vergara's
the
injured.
bare minimum. If you're doing good, you're getting called up.
100%.
Shouldn't that be like the bare
Uh-huh.
minimum?
That's how it
Politics.
should be.
Politics.
Like
Again,
that, like look at
politics.
team, like,
I'm gonna
look at
disagree.
Brazil. Look at Brazil when they everyone's like looking through, like waiting for their name to be called up. If they're doing good, they're
I
gonna
know.
get called up.
100%.
But you know why I disagree with that just in this case? Because I go back, Italy, like, we're talking about skill. I think Gattuso was right in the sense of this game is not going to be about skill. We have the skill to beat any of the teams that are here. We have way better skill than Northern Ireland. We have way better skill than Bosnia and Wales. The skill is not the problem. The problem is mentality. So he's been building this team for what now? Like a year almost. Guys, again, the best chance of going to the World Cup was never about skill. We had that. It was about, can he get this group tight? So tight that they believe in themselves. And like he said, I do gotta agree. I think Berna should have been good because he's experienced. Like, he's done that process before. But someone like Zaniolo, where he's had problems with other guys. Mentally, he's
He
not
should
there.
have been there.
Don't you want to bring that guy in?
So you can take
That-
people on and play.
Is it not
No,
good to
it's
have a
not
wild
about
card?
skill.
100%. And let me say,
You don't win a soccer game with one player.
I
bro.
agree with you. Like,
don't.
maybe Gattuso, yeah, you bring maybe your core, you're very
Yeah.
much core, but there's to have that one wild card where you can, like, you know what?
100%.
Fuck
Let
it,
me
just
try.
go in.
Yeah, 100%.
We're losing. It's last 10 minutes of the game.
Our
Fuck
wild
it.
card is Raspadori right now. That's
Who's
how
your wild
fucking-
card right now?
Yeah, literally.
Who is your wild
Literally,
card?
Frattesi's our
That's what I'm
wild
saying.
card.
Frattesi, come on, what does he do?
Bro,
He's defending
Frattesi's our
as
wild card,
well.
and the guy didn't even touch the ball the whole
He
game.
was defending as well. You need
Okay,
at least
but
a wild card in there.
listen,
Yeah.
I want 2 more points because I think it's probably getting late. 2 more points. One, Gattuso was not fit to coach this team. He guys, what has Gattuso won? Like a Super Coppa del Nonno in
Just
Italy?
for mentality, bro.
What is
Gattu-
it? My mentality
Gattuso
of
was
what
just
you
there
need,
for
guys.
mentality, though.
Buffon should have never been in this position. The guy has no experience. Buffon, Bonucci, and Gattuso are Italian soccer legends, players, but they do not have the years of experience, knowledge, like scientific knowledge to do the job that they're performing. Bonucci is the 3rd coach.
No.
When has Bonucci ever coached? I didn't even know he was a coach. Right? The guy was still
I
playing.
think any experienced coach would, that if it wasn't Gattuso, any experienced coach, and again, I'm telling you, Ancelotti, whoever you want, you would have put him on that national team. They would have looked at it, be like, so you want me to bring these guys in the World Cup in what, 6 months?
It's a challenge. They
After
could have done it. Allegri would have done it.
No, because they're
Conte would have done it.
the guys, really good coaches. They're not magicians that, hey, let's go tomorrow. The team is amazing. No, they need time.
Some coaches can do
What
it.
you needed was Gattuso mentally. I thought, he wasn't my first choice, but again, Italy didn't need to be taught how to play soccer.
I think
it needed to learn how to be tough and grow some balls.
I
And no
think-
better person
Okay.
to do that than Gattuso, and he couldn't get it done. Now
I think he couldn't get it
we gotta
done because Gattuso wanted to play on this team. At the end of the day, that's all he wanted. He wanted to just be on the field and give them that grinta, but from on the bench, you can't give that same effect to these players.
No, it's not.
So now that's 1 point. Second point, so number 1, goalie, coach, wrong coach. Number 2, red card. We can all agree with that. Number 3, I forgot what I was gonna say now because you just interrupted me.
I could jump in there.
I was
got
gonna say that the other thing that I wanted to talk about. Oh, number 3, leader. There is no leader. I know I've said Sunday League before, but it's so true. We play Sunday League. We've had, you know those games where you're playing and nobody shows up and you have 4 call-ups coming?
Yep.
Bro, it's a shit game. You can have the best call-ups ever to come play for you. You're not gonna play well because nobody understands each other. There's no communication. Everybody's doing their shit. One's wearing one t-shirt, one's wearing a tank top.
100%.
Okay, so
No one has shin pads.
but when you have all your guys there, and I remember in particular, we have this guy. His name is Davide. Okay, he's one of the best players that has played at least with me Sunday League. He's actually the owner of Via Mercanti on Avenue Road. Shout out to them. This is not a paid ad. One of the best pizzas. One of the best pizzas in Toronto.
Check it out.
Shout out.
He is
The best pizza in Toronto.
he is the owner of Via Mercanti there. He used to play. He played on the Canadian youth national team.
No, he played on the actual.
Oh, sorry, he played on the
Oh,
national
really?
team with.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
actually.
What's his last name?
I'll connect with you. Antonio is his last name.
Mm.
He's like in his 40s now. He's a coach.
Played against he met Totti.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
yeah?
showing. Yeah,
yeah, it's
He,
like his biggest.
yeah, because he played in
That's his
Serie.
Claim to fame.
He played in Serie B or Serie C in Italy. Anyways, he came to play a few games with us, and when that guy was on the pitch, guys, he's 41 years old. We're all 28, 27, 26, 25. Physically, mentally, running, seeing that guy on the pitch doing that, I don't think we ever lost a game when that guy was on the field because he would leave and people be like, yo, call him back. Or, I want to play with him because you want to play with people like that. I don't think Italy has that guy that
Italy needed
mentally,
Davide from
physically,
Via
you can
Mercanti.
look up to and say like, yo, I'm excited. I want to play. Get me the ball. Like,
Yeah.
I want to play with this guy. So that's just an example to go into the leader. But now my last point I wanted to make, holy product placement. The last point I wanted to make was, why would you let your most inexperienced young player take the first
Oh.
penalty?
Yeah, nothing wrong with him taking a penalty on
I'm
the first
curious.
penalty.
I'm
First
curious to
penalty.
know who made that decision. 'cause
Gattuso.
You think he volunteered for
no,
it?
Apparently, it was like Bonucci that he was kind of
No,
pushing for it.
what the hell is he making this?
Bro, why would Gattuso push for Pugh to take the first penalty when he was to Gattuso? He wasn't ready to be in the starting lineup.
You know
Gattuso
why?
didn't put him in the starting
Because
lineup because he probably
Gattuso-
thought he wasn't ready.
Because Gattuso was
So-
probably thinking, oh, let's put on him. So like he's gonna show everyone, oh look, the 17,
But in
18-year-olds
this
can
game,
score.
though,
Everybody
bro.
can.
But like you said, Gattuso's a guy who, he wants to have his system packed. That's the thing. now in penalties he wants to start trying new things
I know
out?
that's why I don't think
That's
it
what I
was
don't
Gattuso.
understand.
I don't think it was Gattuso.
It definitely wasn't Gattuso.
I think it was someone else on the team. I think Gattuso would have owned up to it because it's been a big talk. Gattuso is the realest person.
Yeah,
he owns up
was
to it.
very real.
I think if Gattuso made that choice, he would have gone up. He's like, I made the decision of pure sports to taking that. I think there was voices I was seeing on Instagram that Bonucci maybe was pushing for Pio to go first.
But also,
Because guys, if Pio scored that penalty, I genuinely think Italy would have won the.
Oh, it
the
changes
penalty
the-
shootout.
it changes the
Yeah,
whole
It's a
it
situation.
young
does.
player like
But-
that. So but the problem is if he misses, what happens?
But
He goes down, the team goes down. Because let me tell you, if Fatonali missed, would that have changed some things? Maybe still, because you're like, his experience, like he still got it on net. Even Cristante.
Why is he on the team?
why is he on the team? Why
That guy is the last guy that should have been called.
But
up.
again,
That
I think
cheats me the
I think
most.
the penalty situation probably boils down to the leadership within the players.
You're
Because,
right.
like you said, players have a lot of control in a penalty shootout situation. I think
Yeah.
players come and step up. I want to take the pen. I don't want to take the pen. How are the senior players there
No, bro.
seeing
You know what
Pio
happened?
be selected first and be like, yeah, we're
Whoa.
good.
Yeah,
with
you
that.
know why?
Yeah.
You know
No
why? You know
balls.
why? Because
No
they
balls.
said, oh, we have Donnarumma. He's gonna save us.
Yeah,
there's too
I
much
think there
faith.
was a lot
That's
of
why.
faith in Donnarumma.
Because, bro, when I was watching the game, I said, I do not have faith on any of our penalty takers. We actually don't have anybody that takes penalties for their own respective clubs. Who takes penalty? Cristante doesn't even get close
Can't
to the
even
box.
pass the ball.
Fratesi doesn't play. Well, Fratesi, sorry. Tonali, I don't think he takes penalties for Newcastle. There's no chance.
No,
They-
Tonali's
they
good,
take
though.
set
He
pieces.
can,
But takes
he
set pieces, but not penalties. Pio doesn't take penalties for Inter. He barely even plays for Inter. Who else took
Barely.
one?
He's scoring a lot of
Who else took one?
penalties.
It was
There's only
it was
three.
That's it, bro. That's all we got.
so
But who else was on that pitch that could have taken him?
Gatti
Fratesi.
would have
Nobody, bro. Nobody.
Fratesi.
Well, Spina as a senior player, you
Fratesi,
gotta go
So-
Silva.
what I
Fratesi's
said-
clutch man also.
What
I
I
would've gone
said,
Fratesi
what
a
I,
choice.
what I said is all the players with the most experience should have
Yeah.
taken the penalties.
Yeah.
Even Donnarumma should have fucking taken a penalty at that point. The
Nah,
players.
come
What I'm
on.
saying is,
You lost us.
what I'm saying,
lost
what
the
I'm
plot.
what I'm saying is, obviously that was an
Gatti?
exaggeration.
Gatti
Gatti
would've
penalty.
scored.
But
He
what I'm
would've scored
saying
it
is
100%.
players with the most experience that have lived this team for so long and really wanted to get out of this ball. And that's why before I said if we went to the World Cup, we would have done decent, because I do think we have this whole cloud on top of us that we just need to get through. And those players that have lived all this pain should have been the ones taking it. Keane should have stayed on the field. He should have taken a penalty. That's also 100%. I don't know why you take off Keane.
Barella.
Barella should have taken a
Yeah.
penalty.
He didn't want to come off. He was mad.
Locatelli, for how shit you want him to be,
No,
he should have taken the
no,
penalty.
Ness, bro. I guess
Yes.
the swallow. Are you kidding me?
He would have
Listen.
changed up. He would have changed
Yeah,
up.
okay.
He would have.
Before
He should have taken a
Before
penalty.
we end off here, I have one question for Jay.
Yes.
Was that Portugal jersey under the whole? Be honest now.
Okay.
What are you ready for the clip?
I'll-
Yes or no?
I'll be honest with chat here. So I filmed that video during the first game on Thursday,
Oh,
Northern Ireland, yeah.
and I banked it in case they lost that one. They won, which is
and
great.
you were wondering why Italy
Wow.
didn't qualify.
So it
There
was
you had
Jay's
it.
Malocchio.
I think it's- I think
You
it's
had
Jay's
it.
Malocchio,
What did I
bro.
tell you?
I think it
Italians
is.
just didn't want. People didn't want Italy. To
No,
make it.
but, like-
Jay, thank you so much.
No, the
brother.
crazy thing is I wanted Italy to win because, again, for those viewing right now, we're here in Toronto. The first game of the World Cup in Toronto would have been Italy versus Canada.
Bro.
biggest
Th- there-
game
there's-
for Canada. It
There's
would
a
have been one
zero
of the-
chance
is-
that
ever
situation
happened.
ever
Yeah.
happens
This
again.
is the thing that honestly made me the most sad. I'm gonna start crying now. No, but honestly, the fact that we have tickets to that game, we didn't pay for them because people were like, oh, we didn't pay for them. We did a job. We have these tickets. The fact that we would have been able to see Italy to play Canada in Toronto with this community would have been something that we would have told our grandkids one day.
Mm.
Okay?
Streets flooded.
I never thought Italy was gonna go
And-
far in the World Cup. Like I'm
but-
not mad that they didn't make it because they were gonna win it, but just.
But
for
can
that
I
game.
can I finish my point
That's it.
now? Beyond Italy and Canada, which beyond the fact that emotionally and for the community would have been just something crazy that I think we would have never experienced. In general, the World Cup is in North America. Italy, Mexico, and the Canada, Mexico, US. The amount of the thing with the Italians around the world, when you talk about Italian Americans, Italian Canadians, Italian Australians, Italian Japanese, whatever the fuck you want. A lot of people say Italian Americans are not Italians. This is not Italian. They don't know anything. But the one thing that brings all Italians around the world together is the Italian soccer team. The Latinos, they're always stick together. Latinos are always together. They're always speaking their language, keeping their culture alive 24/7. Unfortunately, the Italians, because of the different generations and whatever, do not do that. But whenever the Italian national team plays, especially if it's a big game, every single Italian, even if you're 15th generation, you're tuning in to watch the game. And the fact that we don't get to see that, once again, the fact that we don't get to see our community coming together is what's the saddest thing about this entire thing.
But like,
especially being in North America. Imagine the restaurants, the pubs, the bars, the stores, the cafes in New York, in New Jersey, in the States, in Toronto, in Montreal, Ottawa, Vancouver. Imagine how much the Italian Canadian community would have, like, it would have been something I don't think anybody could even explain.
No, well, you could have had, like, it was been the same if it was like Canada, Portugal, or Canada, Argentina.
Oh,
but, like,
100%.
I think at the end of the day, North America guys, we're all immigrants. Realistically, that's all it is. North America is all immigrant. That's why I think the World Cup. That's why I think the World Cup is gonna be a great success, because for the first time ever, we're in a place where you're gonna get all these fans from all these teams that don't even have to travel. They're just here already. Like you guys said, you guys were at the Canada game, Tunisia. There was Tunisians fans in Toronto. So yes, it would have happened for Italy because we're in it. But I think the sad part is that every other culture and country is going to experience it, but us.
It's gonna be a terrible summer.
It's not gonna be terrible.
We have Canada.
We have Canada. It's gonna be terrible for Italians.
But I wanted to make a point about that.
Italian Canadians were good.
I wanted to make a point about that because
Pulisic, the LeBron of
I wanted to say something about that
soccer.
because we've been posting a lot of content about this, and like people were like, oh, like now you're gonna cheer on Canada, like, oh yeah, like fake fan, like, oh, you're not even Canadian, like.
Actually,
guys,
Julian, that's Argentina, I think.
But it's like, guys, we are Canadian.
No, actually, it's Brazil.
Brazil, right?
Yeah.
Brazil or
Italians?
Argentina. Yeah.
Brazil is the most Italian.
Brazil has the most
outside of
Italian
Italy.
outside of it's true.
Yeah.
But guys, we like, because I just wanted to make this point, like, it's not that we're cheering for Canada or just because Italy's not in. Even if Italy was in the World Cup, we still would have cheered.
100%.
If Italy played Canada, personally, I'm gonna be honest, I would have cheered for Italy because I was born and raised there, and that's why. And I've just have more of an attachment because of the many years. Canada soccer has only been really playing at the high levels for the past 4 or 5 years. So I don't have as strong as an attachment to that team. And that's the point that I think a lot of Italian Canadians will say. I think the stadium would have been mostly blue because most Italian Canadians have had that connection for longer than they have with the Canada soccer. Canada soccer is going to take a little bit more time to build that. And it will, because Canada is doing the right things to get to that level. But at the same time, if Italy lost, I wouldn't have been sad. I wouldn't have been sad because Canada is getting the win. If they drew, beautiful. I mean, even better.
Has a really good chance of winning the whole thing. Let's be real. Neither team would have had a good chance of winning at all. I think if Italy, I said, like, when people ask me who are you going to cheer for, Italy or Canada, I said I can't give you a straight answer. Like, I love Italy, but if Italy scored, scored, I would have cheered, but I would have felt bad for Canada. If Canada scored, I would have cheered.
And you would have felt worse for Italy.
And I would have felt bad for Italy.
And that result is a tie.
The thing is, though, you can't argue.
100%.
If I was a Portuguese fan, I'd be like, well, I'm going to cheer for Portugal because they have a better chance of winning it all.
But let's be honest.
I want it for Cristiano Ronaldo in this. But for Italy, again, I think Italy and Canada, I'm going to say this right now. Italy and Canada, in my opinion, would have had the same probability of making it out of the group stage. And I'll go even further. I think Canada would have had even bigger probability of making it further because mentally Canada is way stronger than Italy has been in the past few.
Wow.
I think Canada can fight. I think Canada, that game, if Canada was fighting for a spot in the World Cup, doesn't matter where they were in in Lisbon with 100,000 people. They would have done exactly what Bosnia did. They would have fought until the death. Maybe won, maybe lost, but would have given it
But can
their
you
all.
imagine can you just imagine this right now? Imagine being a BMO. Imagine being a BMO, walking in on June 12th. You walk up and you just see everywhere.
AZZURRI
It would have been all
And
blue.
and the
Still gonna
and,
be blue, bro.
and the teams
Bosnia
blue, bro.
and
Because all the Italians bought the tickets are like, fuck it, I'm still wearing the Italian jersey.
imagine
literally.
imagine the teams walk out, the Canadians look up, they're singing "Oh Canada," they're seeing blue everywhere. Italy
he's gonna put
starts
me to
Fratelli d'Italia,
Fratelli.
and the entire stadium is singing.
No, they're
in-
not, bro. No one knows the
in-
Italian
bro,
anthem here, bro.
bro,
What are you talking
bro,
about?
bro,
They
bro,
love Italy, but they
brother,
don't know the
that
anthem. They just know
stadium-
Fratelli d'Italia.
that
That's it. They'll stop after
stadium,
that.
that
Please.
stadium would have been
You're acting
packed
like Canadian
with
Italian Canadians
that-
know Italian like
You
that
don't
that.
think they know the C at the
stadium-
end?
Come on, bro.
Do you know the anthem?
And the C at the
Most of
end.
it.
guys. That
And the C
stadium,
at the end. No,
that
you don't. You would have
stadium-
sung it.
I know,
You
like-
would have sung the anthem of
Sing it
Bimo.
right now.
Yeah, you're not singing it, bro.
Sing
I
it.
would, because I know it.
But Chris, you might have not sung it, but you would have felt it, and you would have been at least trying to sing some parts
Trying,
of
I'm
it.
trying.
So what I'm saying is, in that situation, you come whatever it is, 9,000 kilometers, an 8-hour flight. You come, you
Amazing.
come
That's
to
the words that he knows.
you come to play in Toronto, and you
Chiamo.
see an entire 50,000 people or whatever it is wearing your jersey and singing your anthem and cheering Italia, Forza Italia. You're gonna win that game, and Canada's gonna get demolished. Yes, bro.
No,
You-
bro, they would lose. They could get demolished.
Bro.
Really by Canada.
Bro,
Yeah.
but
no, not
Matteo,
demolished. No, I'm
but
joking. Not
Matteo, let me tell you
demolished,
something. Think about if Inter is playing at San Siro against Juve, and all the 90,000 fans are cheering for Juve. As a team, as Inter, as a team, you're gonna be like, "Yo, what's happening right now?" My
Bro,
own
that's
fans.
called
Are,
that's called an away game, bro.
yeah, but you're not playing an away game.
No, but I'm saying
But
that's
you're
an
on
away
your
game.
own-
Teams
but you-
have won away,
Mate,
bro.
but you're on your own home soil, and you're getting disrespected by your own fans. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But
But
they,
don't you think Canada's kind of used to
Yeah, I
that?
was gonna say,
Like,
Canada-
that's right.
But
Yeah,
not at
bro,
home.
look at the
Against
Ecuador
Tunisia.
game.
Yeah,
look at the
bro.
Ecuador game, bro.
Yeah.
They played against Ecuador, and it was all Ecuadorians on the
Oh,
field.
Bro, apparently,
Tunisia.
I feel like they're
Signora
just-
Lodato.
I don't think
taught
Canada's
you
yeah,
that.
she
ever-
taught me, yeah.
I don't think
Me now.
Canada, guys. I don't think Canada's ever been used to like a packed BMO just cheering for them. Against Jamaica, actually, they were when they were fighting to make the World Cup in 20 in
There's a lot of Jamaicans there,
2022.
too.
Yeah.
But there was a lot more
Why?
Canadians, in my opinion. I think there was a lot more Canadians, and that was cool. But Canada's, guys, again, like Michele said, Canada's just starting now. Like they've made the first World Cup. They made the Copa America. How far did they get? Semifinals against Argentina.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Huge.
Well, I was gonna say,
And they
about-
made the World Cup by themselves, guys. In 2022, they made their own World Cup.
It was a special run.
That's you.
Yeah.
I think it was nice of them to make that, because if they made this one, obviously people are gonna be like, oh, they made it because they're the hosts. But making it before really shows like, no, they were there before. This is just a repeat.
But
I don't think Canada, honestly, let's be real. It's still the World Cup. Anything can happen. It's soccer. It's one game, so anything can happen. I don't want to say they'll never win it,
they'll make
but
it out of the group.
I think Canada's making it out of the group. And I'm telling you, being in Canada, like those guys can fight, bro. They want it because they have nothing to lose. They're gonna be like Iceland in the Euros in like 2016, I think it was. I don't remember when it was.
But the
They're
one
just gonna
thing,
fight hard.
the one thing I was also saying about Canada is, nowadays you're seeing these countries like Norway, like on the come up, and like Italy playing Norway, and everyone being like, oh yeah, it's just Norway. Nah, guys,
Norway's nasty.
Norway could win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like let's just say
I don't
that.
know about all that.
Okay,
I don't know about all
okay.
that.
Norway could win the World.
Norway's
Now,
nice. Norway's
now
nice.
let me just.
Norway's a good team.
But let me just say,
I don't know about winning,
Norway,
but they're
you
good.
have teams like Bodo in Norway. You have all these random things happening. These things are not just randomly happening. There is systems in place for many, many years that nobody sees until obviously it happens and everybody's looking at it. So now, what Canada is doing with nobody in Italy or in all over Europe knows about the CPL. Okay, nobody, which is the Canadian Premier League. Nobody here, probably a lot of people don't even watch the CPL. But what the CPL is doing as a system for Canada, for the sport, for soccer, to develop the young talents with all the rules they have, which I don't know them all now, but you have to play a certain amount of Canadians, you have to play a certain amount of youth Canadians. All of that is the work that's happening behind the scenes that everybody's ripping into, and everybody's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. But this is how Canada is becoming a top level soccer country, and it's just going to keep growing. Italy does not have anything like the CPL. Oh, people can say Italy has Serie A, Serie B, Serie C, relegation, whatever, but it doesn't have the CPL. It's a different method. It's a different thing that they are doing. It's a different strategy that is slowly building Canadian talent. At the end of the day, it's working, and I think it's gonna keep growing, and Canada's gonna keep showing the world
Yep.
that they are
Canada's
a
gonna be
soccer
good.
nation.
Did you guys see what Japan did? You guys see what Japan did to develop their youth?
Oh yeah.
They bought
All
well,
time chambers.
no, they bought a team in Belgium, and it's literally 25 Japanese players.
I heard of that.
And they did it because they're rebuilding their youth, and by having a team in Belgium, they can have the Japanese players actually compete in Europe and get used to that level and quality so that they can improve their national team. It's crazy. So
Interesting.
it started with, they bought the team in Belgium. It started with 3 players. Now there's 25 Japanese youth, like young. They have it. Obviously, they want to win, but to them is literally just to develop, and they have a lot of investors, and that's the creativity you need when I think like what Michele said, Canada is doing great. Unfortunately, I think it's too recent. It's too soon for me to feel for Canada what I felt my whole life for Italy. But I think it's gonna come. It's gonna come fast, and I think our kids are gonna be fans of the Canadian national team, just like we were for the Italian one.
All right,
I genuinely
question
believe
here. This could be like one of the last questions. 2030. Let's say in this World Cup, Canada makes out of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they get lucky. They make a one round pass.
Okay.
2030. You have a family, kids. Michele is gonna be 42. He has his own family.
Right.
Us, we're all 80 years old, retired.
Retired.
Like
2030
in
bro.
4
That's in 4
years?
years. What are you saying?
exactly, yeah. Like
Accelerated
what?
aging.
Like, are you saying like in 2050, let's say, or you're
No,
saying
no,
He said
20,
2030.
2030.
He's joking,
being a
guys.
goof,
That was a
bro.
joke.
These guys
Oh
can't get
my
it.
God.
I'm sorry. I'm
Miguel.
sorry. I'm
Too
sorry.
literal.
He's used to his monologues.
Bro,
and
I'm
like,
I'm
he's
too locked
joking.
in
I
right
thought
now, bro.
it
You're
was a good
pissing me
joke.
off this whole
It was a
time.
great joke.
Okay, I'm gonna have a family. You're gonna be retired. Let's
entertaining.
keep
Someone
going.
That's good, I
understood.
like.
Okay, bro. Sorry.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay, but in
Retired for 4
2030,
years.
2034,
Okay.
can you see yourself being a bigger Canada fan than Italy? If
No.
Italy keep this up in the stagnant.
Oh, if
Unfortunately-
Italy keep no,
Italy keep missing
it
out.
just it's guys.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
no.
that's interesting.
More though. It's tough because we grew up with it, right?
Well, it's like
It's just like it was kind of instilled in you as a kid. It's tough to just let
Yeah.
go of something, even if it's bad. It's like, I want to make this example. Actually, no, I don't want to get into that. But if
like Inter TFC. That's what
no,
you're
it's kind of like you hear a lot of stories of parents being bad to their kids and the kids still love them because it's still your parent. You grew up with it. You just have a special
tough love.
bond. It's tough love,
Yeah.
And like as much as we want to talk shit about Italy, like I talk shit about Miguel and I talk shit about everyone right to their face because we love them, right?
Yeah.
That's the reality of it.
Awesome.
When you love someone, you'll just be so real with them and you'll get mad because you care. I love Canada and I think the love for Canada is growing, but to go to pass Italy in the soccer, I think it's tough, right?
Well, because you guys grew up obviously watching Italy. Chris did as well, but on the contrary, he said in Canada versus Italy, he would support Canada
I
in
was
that
born in
matchup.
Canada.
Right. I respect that. And I
did watch
respect
Canada
that.
growing up. Like I've been to a couple of Canada Jamaica with my soccer team, obviously.
But I respect that hard. Like I always said, if you
Thank
were born in Canada, like you have to cheer for Canada.
We were at the Canada game when they qualified for the World Cup. in
Bro, we were
2022.
so happy.
And we
about
were
that.
literally in.
And
the,
we're gonna go off this year.
We
too.
were in
like,
the ultras.
That's why we're not
freezing, and it was
extremely-
amazing.
There's still we
was
have
against Jamaica,
Canada.
no?
Mm-hmm.
It was Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I remember, and we
We were there
won.
too.
Yeah, I think you guys. We were literally with the ultras, freezing our asses off, and it was an amazing game.
How many
Stadium was
other
packed.
countries? How many other cultures get a chance to literally have like 2 tries at this?
Yeah.
We were super happy because we had literally 2 tries, right? We had 2 chances to move out of the group stage to go to those rounds. So we were like, oh, we're gonna make past the group stage for sure, whether we're Italy or Canada. Now it's just Canada. That's why it's a little bit less exciting,
Yeah.
but
Less content coming
Um,
from the Bello Bros.
less content.
That's what I was talking to them about. Like, man, like I understand for sure. Like, you guys watching Italy play, but also like content wise,
Bro,
From business
content.
perspective,
honestly,
you guys probably have so many
for-
ideas
for-
already. Like, oh,
bro,
this is what we're gonna do.
for
this is what-
us,
the
for-
ideas just
for
come
us,
up with themselves.
like
with those
honestly,
games,
for
bro.
us, content wise, and this is why I was saying before, like obviously it's sad first because of we don't get to watch and we don't get to like spend our summers here watching it together and doing these types of things all summer long because you have Italy and Canada both there together. But the second part is also for business owners. Like, we do this full time now. We would have had beyond the
Stupid
business
amount of
opportunities, the amount of opportunities and the amount of like just content ideas that we could have made around Italian Canadians, Italian Americans, Italy, Canada. Like it would have been, you guys too, like everybody would have,
Yeah.
It just would have been such an easy thing to work around. But it is what
But we'll
it
make it
is.
work.
We'll
Italy did that
make it
from
work
us.
with
It's a
Canada.
You're
loss
gonna-
for the whole city for
Yeah, you
sure.
get a lot more rain videos now.
A lot more rain videos, bro. A lot more rain.
Let's keep
videos.
recycling
No,
it,
this is
bro.
my actual last question. Would you ever call up Bastoni for the Italy squad again?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course,
you
bro.
have to.
Come on.
Who else would you call?
Serious.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No,
Really?
No.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. He doesn't care. about
That's
the
the
team.
thing. Mhm.
Doesn't care about the team, man.
That's the thing that Matteo was saying this morning. No, sorry, not you. I was listening to something, but they were like, you literally can count the amount of players you can call up on Italy.
Yeah, you don't have a pool
Yeah.
of players.
Bro,
That's
you
what
don't
I was
have
saying.
you
You
don't
don't have a.
and same what you
You
said
don't have
before.
options
You don't have those players at home waiting like, oh, am I gonna get called up?
because you don't have options.
Because
bro.
you know
who's gonna get
Cristante is
called
getting
up.
called up. You know Tonali and Barella and
That's sad.
Locatelli are our starters. You know that Fratesi is always gonna be on the bench. You know Donnarumma is our goalie. You know Bastoni is gonna be there. You know Di Marco is gonna be there, and that's it. You don't have anybody else. You don't. We have maybe 30 guys to pick from, and that's it.
What do you mean?
Bro, you look
You-
at
but-
Nah, people say he looks like Bad Bunny more than Justin Bieber. I've
Bunny,
never heard
that's
Justin
Osorio,
Bieber.
man.
That's also, yeah.
Also, like Bad
Also
Bunny.
looks like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Bro, you
in-
look
in
like
real life.
Osorio a bit.
Me? Nah.
Yeah, bro.
Okay,
Yeah, bro.
I
This
don't
guy
see
looks like Osorio a bit.
Wait,
Look
but
Bro,
at-
I saw Saudi on Global News today, though.
Ah.
Oh shit!
You guys don't think like a Nyonto sitting at home being like
Nyonto,
Oh
bro,
my
that
God.
guy's playing in the
Where's he even
championship.
playing? Yeah, nah.
Nyonto?
Taking that guy was a wasn't he a starter and like bro, he was a
Supposed to
starter with
Yeah, nothing.
Politano like 15 years ago,
Yeah,
bro.
he literally had nothing.
Like
man.
take that in.
I want to say like Italy did get slightly better from what it was. Like our
Whoa!
Slightly better. So ass to shit?
it was ass. Like it was ass, but for some reason
Yeah,
we still
bro.
did.
Come
we still did
bring
something
the
with it.
standards back to where they
When we
deserve
had-
Oh,
to
what do you want me
be.
to say? Oh yeah, they're great.
No, we're
No.
four-time champions.
Bro,
Let's
when
be
we
at
had-
that
when-
level.
When we had Zaza and Pele on the team, bro.
Simone.
Adder.
Do you think
Adder.
Mancini should have stayed after we failed to qualify in 2022? I think he should have.
Not as
I-
fault.
It's hard for them to stay though.
If
It's
you
hard
fail-
for them
bro,
to stay,
it's
but I
hard,
think it
it's
would have
hard.
been better for us if he stayed.
Theoretically,
Because again,
yes.
switching again, guys. Like he was there, he won us the Euros. I get it. The World Cup is a different
So
thing.
what if
but
Bastoni goes to Barca and kills it and he becomes
Oh,
like
he will.
good.
nasty?
I
He is
think
good.
he
He is
will.
gonna kill
He's a
it.
good player, guys. Like
It's
Look
not like
this
he's been
Barca
bad at
fan. This
Inter.
guy's such a Barca fan.
so
Oh yeah,
happy,
he
man.
is good. You're just saying
Bastoni's
because
a
you
great
wait, you
player,
want
bro.
him to be good.
He's
Bastoni
good,
has
man.
all
the
He's
skills.
one of the best
You
defenders. in the
hasn't
world.
watched them
you
play,
guys
bro.
want him, man.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
look at
big
him.
fan.
I-
Now
I
he's
love-
even less.
I'm really sad. I would be really sad if he leaves. I think
You
he's
guys
one
gonna
He is
give him
gonna
a-
be
Oh, no,
you're
he
gonna
has
give him
to
a
now.
discount.
No,
He's
I've
gonna
seen a
leave.
lot of
He can't
Interisti
stay
turning on
I do not.
Bastoni.
I do
Can't
not
stay in Italy.
see any.
Bastoni can-
I don't think.
Matteo,
I don't know
Bastoni
if he's gonna
cannot
play
walk
until the end of the
outside.
season.
Bastoni
I
cannot
don't think
walk
he's
in
gonna
Milano
play.
anymore in his life, bro. He's
No,
gonna
he
get
can't
killed.
stay in Italy.
Bro, he's gonna get killed.
Not gonna get killed.
He
Bro.
will. He was gonna not physically, but he will get absolutely destroyed by Italians.
And
He has to
maybe.
move.
Maybe.
100%.
Is his
bro.
comment section off on Instagram?
Yeah, bro. He
All
turned
of
it
them.
off.
All of the
Yeah.
players.
All the
Everything.
players?
Yeah, Locatelli tried to open his comments and do, and like he tried to do a pose like, "Oh, sorry," and everyone's like, "Bro, shut the fuck up."
Okay.
It's like you're not that
You
guy.
like
Like,
it.
but
I do like
Donnarumma,
Locatelli.
everyone
I like
respected him.
Locatelli a
Fair,
lot, bro.
Gattuso too.
He's good.
Buffon,
But-
I
Yeah.
think he's one of the
He's
best players.
I
Locatelli,
think
they're like, "Bro, just
I think he's
You're not
not
that guy,
being
bro. Don't
played in
try.
a
Just
position.
shut
He's just a bro. He's just a CDM. He shouldn't be like a creative. He used to be a creative player, maybe back in the days. But
When he was
bro,
an 8.
but he's like, this thing is just not cooperating with me. It's just,
Let me help you. I'm grabbing your jacket here.
okay.
Juventus
but-
fans helping each other."
I don't know. I really like Locatelli.
No, he's been,
Madonna,
he's
okay,
been
bro.
fantastic.
It's getting
Bro,
late.
he's been the best
He's getting
Juve
better than
player.
Tonali, you agree?
Oh my
No,
god.
better than Tonali?
My
You hate Locatelli.
I just think
Yeah.
Locatelli puts more grit.
Guys.
That's for sure.
God.
I see
Great,
more
bro.
grit than
that-
who?
What great when he has
Than
to
anyone
win a
else in the
game.
Yeah, yeah,
midfield.
He
yeah.
had to win a game against Sassuolo,
But also-
1-1, and he shot the penalty like a merchant, like
But
an
also-
absolute idiot.
But also-
Not this American
But
football.
wait,
like he has no grit. He
Hey,
has
talk to
no
when you guys be a
head.
top team.
He's
But-
shit.
Okay, now
But-
we're getting out of
Come
hand.
on.
But can I say-
Locatelli,
but can I
one of the
ask-
slowest players I've ever seen play.
Nah,
in the-
Locatelli can read
he's
the game
slow,
so
bro.
well.
When he plays, he's slow.
Nah,
He's
it's
like,
not slow.
He moves in slow motion.
He
eh?
moves in
He-
slow
the amount of
motion.
blocks that he makes is crazy. Can I, bro, can I
He's
just
not a goalie.
He just
no, I'm
said
saying
the
he has
amount of
good, great
blocks.
vision. The guy's
Yo,
got great
the
vision.
amount of blocks
Can
the
I-
guy makes is insane.
Well, he's saved
He's my
Juve many
favorite player.
times.
Oh,
From
block
what,
by
bro?
Locatelli.
He reads the game.
He reads the game very well. Maybe not attacking, but defensively he does.
He needs to go
Also,
read a book. I
how
don't think
did
he's-
how
900-page book.
guys? How did Barella become so shit?
he's just a motivator?
Losing his hair, man.
That's
Bro, how is
been
he so
going.
shit?
I think he's just demotivated. I think he's done with Inter. I think
He
he
should
needs
go
a new
too.
chapter. I think he's a good
So
player.
let me
I think
this
he
is
just needs a new
okay.
chapter.
This has to be the last
Him,
thing.
Çalhanoğlu, I think they need.
Okay,
a
this
new
is actually the last thing. And like whoever's in the chat too can join in this one.
Last thing.
Who
to join anything else but this.
who do you keep? Which players do you keep on this national team
None
right
of them.
now?
But fucking send them all to Serie C.
Donnarumma, Tonali.
Donnarumma is the
That's
only
it?
one.
Tonali.
No,
Tonali
no,
was
no.
going.
Donnarumma, Palestra, Tonali,
Keane?
Keane.
Keane.
Wait.
Di Marco, Di Marco.
Di Marco,
No,
yeah.
Di
Marco?
Calafiori. You would keep Calafiori. That he goes and does the ads with the Calvin Klein Mutande. That's Calafiori.
Some hot players on
Wait,
Hey.
what?
He's a
Okay,
good looking
guys,
guy.
I'm telling you, it's
That's
getting
gonna win the
late. We
games?
need to end the stream now before the Juventus players at a certain age.
Is this
they're
a
like,
Juventus
They're like
thing?
vampires, you know, like they need to go home and sleep.
I heard
That's why they're
Calafiori's going to
Juventus
Juve.
fans,
I heard
guys.
Juve wants Calafiori. Also to really end this off, I heard Italy wants to try to get
A
Yeah.
player that's not Italian?
no, they want to
Oh,
bro, the coach.
Oh, Pep
Guardiola.
Oh, Pep?
That's crazy.
I don't know if
bro.
they can
Would you
afford
There's
it.
no
accept
way.
that though as a non-Italian coach?
At this point, I would accept anything, bro.
I think Guardiola is probably Italian somehow.
No,
bro.
he is. He speaks Italian. He
Bro, his
plays
name
for
is, bro, his
Brescia.
name is Pepe
Plays for
Guardiola.
Brescia.
Bro,
You
it's
guys are
somehow
reaching.
Italian.
You guys are
He speaks
reaching.
Italian. The
Yeah,
funniest
for
thing.
sure.
reaching for Carlo.
I didn't
Yeah.
want Ancelotti, but it happened.
What, you're
guys,
not happy
the-
about that?
Originally, when it happened, no. Even he's not technically getting the best results.
He's not,
right
no.
now.
No, but
so.
it's also Brazil. But also, how funny is Montella speaking Turkish to the Turkish team? And there's the guy literally translating right beside. Guys, if you can't speak the language, don't coach.
I
the
agree, I
national
agree.
team. Come on. No, 100%. Yeah, but actually, yeah,
But
no,
you
never
spoke-
mind. You're right.
You spoke about Mancini if you would have kept him after failing to qualify. I think no matter what, you fail to qualify with Italy, you should be sacked.
No,
I
no,
don't
I
care
know.
if you
I
won
get.
the Euro.
No, not even sack. You just
Resign.
you resign. I
Yeah.
get. I'm not saying like I can't complain. I can't blame him for doing that. But I'm saying if he had stayed, I genuinely think that it would have been better in the long run for us. Even I know it would have looked good, but someone like Gattuso, I say just go, bro, because your whole goal was to make the World Cup. Like realistically, I don't see you as a long-term coach for Italy. But Mancini, I could genuinely see him as a long-term coach for Italy. The problem is at that time, you don't know what's happening, right? You'd think, hey, he messed up. We need someone else. If you knew, hey, you're not gonna make it with a new coach, you probably would have kept Mancini.
Yep.
Final question. I have a final question.
No.
Ricardo's got a good question.
Yeah, I want to touch on that a little
Okay,
bit.
bye.
Oh, you're saying that one? Okay.
Where does Italy rank all time internationally for you guys?
Was two.
What do you mean by
Like
that?
right now,
All time.
They
all
were
time,
two, now three.
Like you gotta look it. Okay, but
What do
to
you
look
mean? I
at it
don't
all
understand the
time.
question.
But to look at it all time.
Oh, you're saying overall? How,
Yeah, but to look at it all time, guys, you gotta look at the stats, right? Who's won more?
Yeah, that's why I think there's
You
three
gotta
now,
just
though.
go with numbers, right? Like who's won more?
Those Brazil
Okay, but
ones.
Who
again,
has? I'm genuinely curious. Like who's won
well,
more?
Brazil has 5.
Yeah,
Italy
so
and
Brazil-
Germany both have 4.
Four.
Is
I think
Italy
for-
above
listen,
Germany?
I
No.
think for national team, like let's think of a national team, the number one has to be Brazil. Right? Like when you think of soccer, football, like the play, like it has
Well, I
to be
think a
Brazil.
lot of the Brazilian players not only were the best, they also changed a lot of the game. a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
were
the
so fun
Brazilians.
to watch. Like it has to be Brazil. Also the vibe, just all soccer. Italy has to be up there though.
They were two.
Argentina, I gotta
Three-
say though,
three, probably three.
Argentina
Not Argentina too.
But
Like,
Argentina
you know,
only lately
really
like,
had
not-
Maradona and then the Messi era. But with Maradona, they won the World Cup, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they won it with Messi. So these eras are amazing for them. I think Argentina's at the top right now, but historically,
but not consistently though, bro.
yeah, that's why. I mean, historic, I wouldn't
But-
put them as
But again, you let's even just to talk about, you look at Italy, like they won their first 2 in the 30s, nothing until 82, and then obviously 06. So you're saying Argentina with these stretches, Maradona in the 80s and Messi now. Has
I-
Argentina gotten close to Italy as like surpassing them all time?
yeah, everyone's
Yeah,
getting
it
closer
hasn't-
now.
Not,
I
not
mean, there's
close
not
to
much we could
surpassing
do.
them, but
But Germany above Italy or no?
I think right now, if you have to be realistic, yeah.
Yeah, I put them there as well.
What about France?
I don't even. It's not France.
Where would you
Ooh,
put
Couple
them?
more World Cups,
World
maybe.
Cups, man.
Only have
Even
2,
even
right?
one more you can talk. You can
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more you can start
Bro,
talking
they've
about.
they've
One more you
done
can have.
well, man.
Who?
Like
Who?
France.
France,
How many
you
euros
get
they
one
got?
You gotta say, like, what about guys? What about England?
No, bro.
Yeah, what about them, bro?
Nah, nah,
Do they
have a
nah,
World
nah,
Cup?
nah,
Yeah,
nah,
one.
One.
nah,
60,
nah.
right?
England just can't get it done. Bro.
I think they deserve a lot more though. England.
No, they don't.
No, they
I
don't.
think
They're
they have a
just-
good team.
Actually, sorry. Real final question.
Oh.
Sorry. Obviously, we're about to head into the World Cup. Who's your guys'
Canada.
winner pick at this point?
Portugal, easy.
Easy.
10 out of 10.
Easy.
Why?
Yeah.
Portugal?
Nah.
It's to me, they don't on paper, they're not the strongest team, but I've always said it. It's just written in the stars.
I hope so.
Everything had to go the way it did. Messi, it was always Messi and Ronaldo. Now Messi obviously going up. That to me, the yin and the yang is Messi and Ronaldo. That rivalry can never be finalized. And
Mm.
right now, it is very messy because of the World Cup. I'm telling you, the way these guys' history has gone, it's written in the stars that their rivalry will be known in the world as just the one thing that will always separate to the population. I think Ronaldo is winning a World Cup, and that's gonna be the end of that. And I'll be really, really happy for him. I don't think he's going back to being the GOAT. I think both of them are
He just makes an argument now.
I think he still is in the argument, but yeah, Ronaldo's winning the World Cup. It's written in
have
the stars,
Spain.
and
I
I'll
have
be
Spain.
happy, and it's gonna be sick
Spain?
as hell.
Spain.
And Prodigy, I agree with that list. No, I think I got France. I like France a lot,
Yeah,
even
France.
though
Well,
Mbappe-
their depth is crazy.
yeah, even though
Yeah,
Mbappe's a
it's
little bit of
insane,
brat.
bro.
Well, I don't know if you guys seen what he did to Kante with the
Yeah,
uh,
what?
Captain
I
Armband.
saw the video.
Dictator
Apparently,
Mbappe, bro.
You like calling
he,
to
he
get
told
the.
Cherokee don't get the Captain Armband from Kante. Because
That's
Kante wasn't giving it to him. But it doesn't matter. We're not talking about that.
Is Conte playing in the Saudi league right now?
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
in Turkey.
Oh, he's Turkey now. Yeah.
Okay, Kante, is he allowed to be on the France team?
Yeah, that's crazy actually. And he was a captain too.
Yeah, is he allowed to be?
Well, I haven't seen him play, but
But he played in Saudi.
I don't think he should be there.
Wow, he's still like probably the best midfielder.
But I agree. Obviously, if Brazil or Canada,
I don't think
Don't
Brazil's
win?
winning it, bro.
I
think
would-
they've shown.
I wouldn't mind seeing Portugal win. I think it'd
Yeah.
be pretty sick.
I know
Obviously,
you would.
You showed it on
Yeah,
your
that-
video.
yeah,
bro.
no, and
That's
not
Brazil's second
no,
team.
not because
No,
of the
it's
video,
not.
but
Never,
like
bro.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Ronaldo
Yeah.
winning it for the debate.
That's what I like.
I think that'd
yeah.
be fun. right?
I think he deserves it. I just think
Yeah.
he deserves it. It's just it ends our generation like that.
Okay, wait. What are
Let's
your
be real.
picks?
I got Portugal.
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 Why?
Exact same thing. I want Portugal.
Okay, you
Let's
guys.
go. Bro.
I think
you
Portugal.
understand.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's
You,
your
you
one?
guys
I
are
say
not
Portugal.
saying Brazil.
No,
Why?
I'm always gonna say Brazil,
Brazil's
But,
but
you're deluded.
Okay,
So-
but on paper,
He's the
Why?
most deluded.
no,
why
but you guys read about Brazil. Brazil isn't a
Wait, tell me why
Sorry,
Portugal.
go
He
ahead.
said
Sorry.
Why
Portugal.
Portugal? A lot of the reasons you mentioned, like for one, like they have a crazy team. Their pivot, João Neves and Vitinha, probably the best
Vitinha is crazy.
internationally.
Vitinha
You
is
have
one of the best
Bruno
midfielders.
Fernandes, one of the best creators
Whoa,
internationally
whoa, whoa,
too.
whoa,
What's up, guys?
Come on, respect them. You have Nuno Mendes, João Cancelo, probably the best fullbacks in international football right now. Again, they're fighting for someone. Diogo
Yeah, I
Jota
know,
didn't
that's
die for a
why.
reason, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
too.
again,
that's a
think
good
about-
point.
that's a good- that's a good
Maradona
point.
died. What happened after?
That's a
Think
good
about it
point.
too.
That's
Think
a good
I didn't even
point.
think
I
about
didn't-
that.
I didn't think about
Think
that.
about this too. Donald Trump is gonna be handing the World Cup trophy to the captain of the winning team. Who did Donald Trump already meet with? Cristiano
Cristiano
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. It's written.
He's
it's
not
a
gonna
script.
hand it to Marota, to freaking Marota on
He
Spain,
met
bro.
Messi.
Morata.
Yeah, he's not gonna hand it to Morata.
But he met Messi too.
Morata is not on Spain, bro.
Did he meet
Yeah.
Messi?
Oh no, he's not getting called.
He's gonna
up.
be there.
Oh, yeah.
Inter Miami.
Oh yeah. When he met them, yeah.
Yeah, but they met.
Yeah.
But that was with the team.
Right.
He met
Ronaldo
Cristiano
genuinely-
individually, bro.
But Ronaldo said on Piers Morgan that the one person you always wanted to meet was the president of the United States.
There
He's
you
like, it
go,
doesn't matter who it is. I would love to meet up with like the president of the
Okay,
world,
Jay,
right?
you-
He's always the
say-
most famous
what do you
person in
say?
the world, right? Look, I'm always gonna say Brazil just because I always believe.
But you okay? So you truly
But-
believe it?
With
Say
my-
who Mal Hexa. Come on.
no, I've been saying Portugal for a bit. I'm gonna say Brazil though.
Okay.
But to speak on that, Brazil are in a very situation in Italy in the sense that it's
Yeah,
a
bro.
dark era.
It is.
Obviously, it's a little easier for Brazil to qualify in South America, but no, and it is like just the way it's set up. Like technically, no, like
Oh, that's what he said. I thought you said the
no,
other one.
technically,
What happened
Yeah.
to Sweden? Keep going.
technically, but Brazil isn't just as bad of a situation as Italy, except Brazil have a little more natural talent, so they
100%.
scrape
A lot
by.
But that
more.
is true though. They have a lot of skill and they can't they don't get to where
Because
they should.
the thing with Brazil,
They have too much
Bra-
skill.
Brazil-
Too much
Brazil's
skill. It's like
mentality.
France, like,
Squad.
yeah,
The mentality on Brazil is as bad as it is in Italy.
Like the
Why?
group, maybe though.
The jersey's too heavy, man.
Jersey's too heavy. Guys like Vinny
It
Jr.
is.
I don't want to be on international break. It's hard times at club level right now. We gotta
Mm.
focus. And again, they put on the shirt and they don't play like they do at club level. Vinny Jr. has like
Even in the World Cup, you don't think because they're too scared of getting
No.
injured, losing their career. and
So
all the
so
money?
you're so
Not
Jay, what you're
necessarily that, just the
saying, what you're
pressure.
saying is that like the pressure of history creates pressure, which is obviously a fact.
But he's playing for Real Madrid, bro.
you would think, right?
So
Like
history,
he's wearing.
bro.
a
Can I
big
finish
shirt.
my point? So
Bro, you
so
go into these tandems
no,
about
but
the
if
world
history-
and
if
the
history-
galaxies.
if history creates pressure, which obviously for Brazil and Italy as
Multiverse.
being the top two countries with the most World Cups, it makes sense. How do you beat that? How do you not feel the pressure?
You gotta have some balls, honestly. And
Some Ballinis.
like,
But don't you
the-
think he genuinely he's scared of losing all the money he can make from his career? Because again, the pressure he's used to in
Are
Real
you still
Madrid,
on
bro.
Vinny, bro? We're talking about general in
Yeah,
general.
but I'm saying for these players, especially they're young, they have a huge career ahead of them. Their agents, bro, they're like, yo, be careful because this fucking national team is not paying your salary. You're on track to make $500 million in the next 10 years if you stay healthy. One thing and you're done. And they're not paying you. Like, you got to think about that too, guys. It's a lot about money nowadays. A
All about
lot of
money
it
now.
is about, because you can't tell me Vinny Jr. doesn't feel the pressure of a Real Madrid jersey. That jersey, in my opinion, that jersey is just as big as the Brazil one.
No.
No chance.
South
for
Americans,
a
man.
club,
it
though?
is
No,
a
it's not
privilege.
just South America.
I'm
Bro,
saying
for
South
a
Americans
club,
is a privilege
though-
to play for a national team, man.
But for Real Madrid, bro, in Spain,
100%.
But there's no pressure when he's already won stuff. He hasn't won shit
That
with
too.
Brazil.
He hasn't won anything with Brazil, you're saying.
And he is the
Won
star
nothing.
on Brazil at the end of the day.
I just
the main
for
man.
at
He's the main
club
guy.
level, what do you think at club level is the heaviest shirt to wear? I think Real Madrid and Barcelona
Madrid
are
and
the
Barca.
two heaviest.
What's the heaviest in national football? 5 stars.
Yeah,
Brazil.
and but that's what I'm trying to say is like he's already doing it in club. Like shouldn't be that much hard.
Like, to
you know what I
translate
mean?
to
Like,
translate that.
I think a lot of it
national
has to
level.
do with these players. Guys, they don't get paid to be on the national team, and at the end of the day, they're looking out for their future and
It's
their
right.
family.
But it's hard to compare
it-
nations and
it's
clubs like
just-
that too, man. With your
In
club,
my the
you're
way
u-
I see it is they don't go hard in national teams except for like the smaller countries. And again, Germany. I think Germany goes really hard. Like
But
Germany
Mattel,
doesn't care.
Mattel, can
But that's
you
because
ima-
if you play for Bayern and you get an ACL tear, you're good in 2 weeks. That's what it was.
Matej, can you imagine? Like, I just think that the Brazilian culture is just on another level, bro. Like, I was watching this thing by Prandelli. I don't know if you guys remember him. Coach
Cesare, yeah.
Cesare
Cesare.
Prandelli. He was coaching Parma and he was coaching R9 at Parma in Italy back in whatever early 2090s. I don't know. And he said, because they were asking him like, oh, like, why didn't R9 ever make really like R9 is one of the best players of ever, but he's never really lived up to his hype, to his generation. Sorry, not R9, Adriano.
Mm.
Adriano
Are
is
there issues with that
Adriano
guy?
has never lived
I
up.
love
and,
the ladies.
and no, bro.
yeah,
listen,
yeah.
Listen to this. Listen to this. I don't know if you guys know this. He said when Adriano came to Parma, he was like literally this shy like little kid. He didn't want to talk to anybody. They realized he was literally in Italy alone. He had no family. He had no friends. He had no one. And that slowly the staff, the players realized he needed just family. So they all got closer with him. That's when he started playing well. He started feeling a family. When he made enough money, they kept telling him, yo, like his agents were like, yo, we're gonna get you this, that, whatever contract. He said, no, I just want to go back to the favelas. I want to get my family and my friends out of the situation. He put all his money to, I think he got 300 people of his friends and obviously more out of the favelas. And at one point, Prandelli's like, I had to go up to him one day and I was like, but wait, do you even have a home for yourself? Like he would live like off couches because he would just take all of his money
Send it back home.
and send it there. So Prandelli was making the point of there are some players that want to be the best and they want to like make the most money, be legendary. And then there are some players that do not give one shit about that. Now, nowadays, that's probably no one. But Adriano was one example where probably one of the best talents ever in this entire planet. But the guy just didn't give a shit. He just said,
Like
I want to
No,
make
that's
my
not it,
money.
bro.
Like
He got
Neymar.
depressed. His father died, and that led to alcoholism.
Yeah,
that just shows you.
he
But-
had a
but-
lot
but-
of
but-
issues.
But I'm just saying he was all he cared about was just family.
But like Neymar,
Like
in my
he
opinion.
didn't his head was not onto like the
I'm gonna be the best.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
develop, I'm gonna be. He just said, I have my skills, and I just wanna
Just
I'm
like
just
Retegui,
staying-
just like Neymar.
Okay, bro,
Same
don't
bring
thing.
Retegui
Retegui in this
Same
discussion.
thing,
What about
bro.
Neymar?
It's the
What-
exact
What
same.
you're saying is true.
I don't think
because-
Neymar. I don't think Neymar personally. I don't think Neymar.
I was gonna ask, should Neymar
fully
be called up?
cared
Do you want Neymar
about
to be called up?
I don't think he fully cared about soccer as much as he should have. I think he did well. He's talented as hell. He's like a Messi. I think he just naturally is skilled. That's what I mean. Like Messi, he's naturally super skilled. But once he made his millions and he's achieved his goals, I just think it kind of plateaued. Like he never really cared too much. I know there was a lot of injuries. Don't get me wrong, but. And again, guys, we're talking like we know everything. We don't know the
Oh, no, we don't-
backstories.
we don't
of
know
what
anything.
these guys-
And sorry, my
we know, from what we know, I gotta say Neymar just was okay with what he had, which again, it's amazing. He made the history of who he is. He's a huge in Brazil, huge for Barcelona, and that was it for him. While a lot of people were mad because they're like, he should have had a Ballon d'Or. He should have had.
but he
should have been the
also
best
got
player
very
in the
unlucky,
world.
Neymar, I think.
Yeah, I was
But-
playing with Messi.
Oh,
and
I
Ronaldo,
think
right?
a little
But
bit
but
both,
but I
yeah.
also my point with that I was making about Adriano in Brazil, I was just going back to the Vini versus like Real Madrid versus Brazil pressure. If somebody like that, Adriano, did that, which again, it's a one of a in a million players or anyone would ever do that, it just goes to show you the level of like, because I'm even thinking myself, like, let's say playing for such a big club like Juve or Inter or AC Milan, and then playing for Italy. Or you're always gonna have more pressure when you play for your national team, no matter what team you're on. If you're playing on Real Madrid, you're always gonna get more pressure playing for Brazil. Like 100%. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
I have a question actually.
No, the last
No,
question-
no, wait. I
Wait,
wanna know
wait,
about
last
Neymar,
one.
though.
Wait. Can I ask a question before we go into Neymar? I just
Sure.
thought of it.
Sure.
Do you? Because I really love that statement. I think sometimes as fans we think they love sport as much as we do. Do you think soccer players nowadays have fun playing soccer?
No.
Uh,
One, it's too much scrutiny on them, especially in the social media area, bro. These guys have Instagram. They have one bad performance, their comments get flooded,
That's
right?
true.
If
That's
they're
true.
a player of color, bro, you have different types of comments coming into them too, right?
That's true.
Just
Bro,
social media in general just kind
I-
of ruin the feeling of
100%.
footballers.
I don't think they have fun anymore. The game is too tactical right now. Like you have to play a certain way. Like you can't have fun anymore. It's a job. Now it's a job.
Job.
Like a lot of people are like, oh, but they make millions and stuff, and they do make millions. Don't get me wrong, but
too much,
they-
to be honest.
bro, they have so much responsibility. Like look at Bastoni, guys. Like I know I want to just bring him back for a second. Just a regular, what is he, 25-year-old kid?
Something
Like
like
could
that.
have been one of us. Bro,
No,
you
he's
have
older.
a
He's 28, I think.
No, he's like
No?
25.
25,
I think
26,
25,
around there.
26, my age.
He might be 26.
Bro, he has a whole nation against him. And the guy is a fucking soccer. He's not like a politician.
26.
He's a soccer player.
Yeah.
The guy's playing with a ball and he has a nation at 25 years old.
Trying to celebrate like that against Juve, I guess.
No, but guys, if you
That's
think
crazy.
about it, that's some stress. Right?
Nah, he's
Like,
probably really
That's
stressed, man.
Well,
that's
but
something
when
that
Bastoni did that
money
against
can't
Juve,
pay
he
for.
got literally like death
Yeah,
threats
dude.
and all kinds of things.
But
do that.
it's crazy. But anyways,
No, that's
No, I
facts.
have
agree.
one actual lot. This
Okay.
is the last.
Neymar?
this
Oh,
is
not
Italian.
Neymar, not
I wanna
Neymar.
say something
This
about
is
Neymar,
Italians
though.
for you.
Why
We
do I-
skip
why-
over
why-
Neymar.
I
why
wanted
else
to know
about
about
Neymar? Keep
Because
going.
I see a lot of Brazilians saying like, oh, why not Neymar? But I mean, I don't know too much about it. I know he's playing for Santos right now. But you Brazilians, what are your thoughts on that? Should he be
That's
on this
tough, man,
national team?
because for whatever reason, I feel like Ancelotti has like a bit of a bias against Neymar. I feel like he doesn't really rate him as a player like that. Sure, on the outside looking in, you should call up Neymar because looking at the crop of players they have now, he is levels above every player. But he has fallen off too, right? Like he's not the same player he used to be. He's not as fit as he used to be. His like ability is kind of declining a little bit. He's not having consistent game time with Santos. And so like when you bring up those points,
I know.
it doesn't really make sense to call up
You're
a player
right.
like that, right?
But at the same time, you could argue the same for Ronaldo. Let's be real. Does Ronaldo deserve to start on Portugal right now? What do you guys think?
But wait, let me ask you something.
and
Before
but he's
that,
still getting called up. But that's because he helped Portugal
But
win
before
the
that-
Euros. Like he won things with Portugal.
do you
Nation League.
think?
Has Neymar won anything with
Nope.
Brazil?
Yeah.
Nothing,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Oh, the
no,
Olympics.
I want to touch
right?
on your
But-
point though,
Good, yeah.
quick, because you're talking about the like, oh, you don't think Neymar like cared overall,
Right.
stuff like that. The reason like I'm so upset about Vinny and the players not performing and the mentality, because I watched Neymar for 10+ years, like never have a bad game for Brazil, not once. Always showed up, became top scorer in the history of Brazil, over Pele, over R9, over Garincha, over Romario, top assister all time. and his teammates just let him down in every single World Cup. And despite that, won Confederations Cup, won Brazil their first ever Olympic gold medal, which a lot of these guys like to laugh at, but that's the one trophy Brazil never won, and Brazilians wanted bad, really bad, and he achieved it.
Trophy.
Again,
I
that's what
hear-
you think, but you don't know.
I hear Juve wants
Oh,
a
medal,
Europa
sorry.
League too, because that's the only trophy they've never won. So
Yeah.
next year is
No,
gonna be
yeah,
just
that's
So,
the
like-
crazy
so
thing.
wait, beyond the whole, obviously he's not playing as much, he's injured, all that stuff. Don't you think that if Neymar gets called up to the national team, even if he just sits on the bench and plays 10 minutes, that stadium would be 90 million% louder and more. So from that point of view, from the mentality of that side, even being the World Cup being in North America, don't you think more Brazilians would buy tickets if they knew Neymar was on that field?
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
But like you guys are going through the same thing, but with a player as we are with a team. You guys seen such a good player all these years, and now you don't got that player anymore. We seen this great team all these years,
That's a good comparison.
and now we don't see this team anymore.
I don't think that's a direct comparison.
It's pretty similar.
No.
Because I still think Neymar could slot into the team, whether as a starter or impact off the bench, and do the job.
Not a starter. He doesn't got the legs to be a starter.
I don't think you could bring him off the bench. I think you just either start him or you don't play him. No.
Wait, does this Brazil actually call up Alexandro?
Their fullbacks are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Alexandro
when
is your
I saw
fullback?
that
Yeah.
video of Ancelotti calling the names, when I heard Alexandro, I thought he was retired.
Where does he play
They,
right now?
they call up Danilo.
Flamengo.
Bro, Danilo,
Not bad.
okay, I know he's on Flamenco, right?
Yeah.
But bro, Alexandro, bro?
How old is he?
Nah.
Like 34 maybe.
Yeah,
Bro.
like mid-30s.
Bro, but that's, come on.
Yeah, but
He
the thing
fell
is,
off
the
hard,
crop
like, a
of Brazilian
while ago.
fullbacks is not that good. And
I mean,
Someone like
Marcelo
Ancelotti, you
played
want-
until he was like 36.
Yeah, bro, but
He
don't
did.
compare Marcelo and Alexandro.
I'm just
That's-
saying.
I think
like,
for
the
Ancelotti's
fullbacks,
sake,
you
you'd
guys
rather
don't
call
really
up that
produce-
experience over someone
Yeah,
that
you
doesn't
guys just
play.
don't produce really fullbacks. Like,
Well, they have
Not
in
right
the
now.
past,
Not
bro.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dani Alves,
Yeah, we used to, but not right
No.
now.
Roberto Carlos.
Roberto
Cafu.
Carlos, Cafu,
Maicon was a lot. bro.
Maicon, bro, there was a
Maicon.
lot.
But yeah, I think if a squad is 26 players and you can't slide Neymar in as a 26th man,
Who would you take out
Come
on
on.
the Brazilian team to put Neymar in? Just give me one
does
guy.
Paquetá still play for Brazil?
not really.
He didn't
No.
get called up on.
No, he
he
didn't
didn't
get called
get
for the
called.
latest call
He
ups.
didn't.
But who would
probably
you
won't get
take
called
out?
up
Who
for
would
the
you
World
take
Cup.
out for him? Again, I don't know all the players,
So many players, I think.
because there's a lot of players from the Brazil, from
Would you
the
take out
league,
Endrick?
from the
Yeah, there's a
Brazilian
few.
league.
Endrick, no, I think Endrick.
I just
Should
I think
start.
Endrick would be more important than Neymar for the World Cup.
Do you agree?
Andrew should start.
No, is he more important for Brazil than Neymar? That's the question.
In terms of performance,
Well, yeah, he's young in form and he should be our 9.
So
he'll be there.
if you have to choose between Neymar and these guys, you're choosing. I thought you would choose Neymar to be.
But the thing
I
is,
want him there no matter what.
Wait,
Yeah, he's a-
Estevao doesn't start for Brazil?
No,
he's injured right now.
Sometimes.
but he doesn't though.
Yeah, he
It
does.
would be Vini, Rafinha.
Estevao's been
Martinelli?
Oh,
Estevao's,
Rodrigo's out there.
Martinelli off the bench.
Estevao's been Brazil's best player under Ancelotti.
Yeah, but,
Estevao's nasty.
but like if
man.
Rodrigo was there, would it not be Rodrigo?
He was playing and he was cheeks.
Yeah, but like okay, but like, would Rodrigo be the starter? If he was-
Ancelotti doesn't like Rodrigo, bro.
okay, no, I'm just asking. 'cause
But Rodrigo
You
is
saw
not
with
there,
Madrid.
but Rodrigo is not
Yeah.
there.
Is
But-
Casemiro your Barella?
Kind of, but better right now, to be
Casemiro's doing
honest.
good.
Yeah, he's in better
he's
form.
okay.
He's a good.
He's
form.
having a good season for Man
He just has
United.
no legs.
But like what you said with like Italy and mentality wise, I think that's the biggest reason why you bring it. Just mentality wise.
Mhm.
Yeah,
For the
100%.
players as
Just
well.
for that experience.
Even for the players to see that Neymar's
For
there with them, it's
I
like,
agree, and
well,
he's
if
good.
I
He's
was
good
done-
for the change room. Like,
Bro, even if he's
everyone
not
loves
playing,
him.
bro.
bro, I would
everyone
love
looks
to have
up
him
to
there.
him. People watched him
100%.
like growing up. All those players were
Yeah.
looking on Neymar.
Bro, and if multiple
So
players,
maybe Italy should call up Del Piero and Totti just to stay on the bench.
They did. They
Bro,
brought
I
up
know.
Buffon and.
but yeah, if multiple
Ah.
players on the team are being like, call up Neymar, he's the best player we need
The
him.
players said that?
Yeah, Vinny's
Wow.
saying it, Rodrigo's saying it,
Wow,
Rafinha's saying it.
really?
But
yeah,
And these are
guys-
guys in his position.
But
like in the forward
Ancelotti's
line.
mad about that because
100%.
Because he
But-
said
but-
he's mad that Neymar is using his social media and his his
Yeah,
his
but he's not-
charisma.
He's
to
not
get
demanding people to say it. But you even
Yeah,
have
but
guys
in a
like
way, but bro, even that story that he put on the thing is like that he was watching. Like, he knows
Yeah.
what he's doing, guys.
Yeah.
Like in
But-
the same way that Salah knew what he was doing when he was trying to negotiate his contract with Liverpool. Like
Yeah.
they do these things on social because they know people will back them up because people love them, and it's just a little bit of a scammy way to push because then it makes Ancelotti look bad. But Ancelotti is just doing his job, right? Like Ancelotti was put there for a reason, and you gotta trust him, bro.
Yeah,
Like
no,
Neymar or no
you trust the
Neymar. At the
gaffer.
same time, Spalletti removed Totti from Roma, and he had the balls to do it. And at one point, I'm not saying it was the right way to do it, but bro, at one point, someone was gonna have to let him go. Like he was old. Same thing with Ronaldo. Everyone's saying like, oh, wait, why'd you let him go, bro? At one point, things end, and
Yeah.
the guy that's gonna have to end it is gonna have to
It's
do
always
it
gonna
if
be
they
like
have the
good
balls
guy.
to do it.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
But guys, I think we're gonna wind
Yeah.
down here.
All right.
One more
Obviously,
question.
No,
Actually?
no, no, no,
Okay.
no.
obviously
was
we're all,
good.
we're all
This was
sad
really
for the
good.
Azzurri, but you know, life goes on. Type
Life
thing.
goes
I think
Right.
it's
No,
I think things will change. I think this at the
Sports
end
of
of-
Canada.
honestly, the guys, I said it already, but the one thing I'm happy about is things now are gonna change.
Yeah.
I think this was the nail.
You think
This-
finally?
Nail in
I
the
think
coffin.
I honestly, I really, really, truly feel now things will change.
Third time's the charm. It's the time.
Honestly, I don't even care if we don't make it to the next World Cup.
Oh.
No. What I care about is
Guys,
things
what
need.
would it matter? We're
things
used to like genuinely
yeah.
gotta think
Now you guys
about
are
it.
used
Yeah. Because what
But
I'm
think
saying,
about it. If you don't make the 4, you already didn't make 3. Like,
What
yeah,
I'm
it's gonna be
saying-
sad, but you're
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying
be
is,
as
I
sad,
just
honestly.
want things to start changing. I want to see new faces, players getting more time. As we said before, players in form getting called up. I want to see this whole system change. Obviously, I'll be sad if we don't make it again, but as long as we see the change happening, at least that's gonna give some hope to even other players that might not even like. Think about the kids nowadays. Like, are they thinking, "Oh, I want to make it to the Italian
I don't
national
care
team"?
about the kids right now.
No. I'm talking about. Let's say
The
12.
kids are
Don't
gonna
clip
grow
that.
up. They're gonna
I-
grow up. They're gonna
what I'm
watch.
No,
saying-
they're saying I want to be sinner. You know?
Yeah.
Well, not to that extent, but I'm saying, let's say 13-year-olds
You
playing
gonna
for
do their
like,
hair orange.
let's say 13-year-olds playing for like the Juve Academy. Are they saying, "Oh, I can't wait to play on the national team," or are they saying like, "Well, I don't know what's gonna happen"?
They don't know what it's like.
That's what I
Say
mean.
whatever you want.
That's what
though,
I
but
mean.
being ginger in Italy was bad before, but now that Sinner's up, bro, you're
Stevie,
pulling
you
made it
hard.
popular,
Stevie's
right?
going back to
Yo,
Italy.
you
Oh,
go
he's
back
gonna
to
be,
Italy as a ginger,
gonna be a star
you're
there.
pulling now.
Wow.
Getting all the girls.
They
Respect.
want the sinners in there. Anyways, thank you so much for having us on the pod,
Yeah, man.
guys.
Appreciate
Always
it.
appreciate it.
Thanks for
Guys,
Oh
thanks
my
for the
goodness.
Bello Bros for pulling up. Had a blast. Thanks everybody in chat.
yes, sir.
You guys are
Thank
going
you, chat.
crazy.
That was hot today.
Appreciate all the comments. And we'll see you guys on the next stream.
Ciao,
Ciao,
guys.
guys.
See ya.
See you
What's
guys.
Canada?
Let's go, Canada.
Let's
Forza
go. Allele,
Canada.
boy,